How you doing, guys? Hope you are well. Thank you very much, Sky, for making it a headache for an earlier kickoff today. How you doing, guys? I wish they would leave the bloody kickoff times alone. Sunday, 12 o'clock. Sky, for making it a headache for an earlier kickoff today. I hope we're all well this morning. I wish they would leave the bloody kickoff times alone. Sunday. Hope you can all hear me loud and clear today. I was going to get the Sunderland commentary with Nick Barnes and Benoit, but as reliable as ever, the commentary is not on. So at the moment, I'm going to be having the commentary from TalkSport 2. Because there was no
feat at Preston in the Carabao Cup. He changed the entire 11 for that game. We'll come to the reasonable.
So there we are. We have sound there, ready and waiting to go. But I can't put it on as yet because of the adverts and stuff. HLS stream has an error. So there's an error message coming up on the Sunderland page. But it's not kick-off time yet. Maybe they will get on that. The amount of times, you know, I've got to tell Nick Barnes that I can't listen to you because of SAFC website's down or there's a problem is unreal. And I've actually got a... Nick Barnes is going to tell SAFC to sort it out. It's mad, isn't it? You think they'd be able to keep an eye on it themselves, no doubt.
About him, he had a good season in France and won.
Let's get in some How you doing, mate? Are you all okay? Typical Sunderland going to weaker than last year. Yeah, I know.
Amount of money that they want from him, we don't know. But
so I'm hoping I will get the Sunderland commentary up and running. I'll have to message Nick Barnes. He's been on the show, Nick Barnes, as well, a few times. Have a fab day. No audio commentary. I don't even know if it's on BBC Radio Newcastle or not. I'm not too sure. I'll try because I really just don't know what the laws and rules are now. North East Sport.
To the table. Looks like it'll be a very good test for you.
Yes, I think so. I watched their games against Plymouth, and they were very interesting. Powerful team, very interesting on the sides, and especially on the right side, for example, with Yann Valéry. I know this player who played at Angers last season, and I think it will be a good test, really, because it's a strong team, very well organized with many talented players. So it won't be an easy game at home for the first round at home.
Total Sport North East.
Nick Barnes and Gary Bennett MBE.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
So here we go.
Oh, listen, that's noisy, innit? But I can't play it. I can't play it because of the copyright. So it looks like it's not on the SAFC .com. It's because Radio Newcastle's playing it. Oh, dear me. But we'll wait. Rushing about as usual. Take off your clothes. Do. Don't ask us why, but I've got that tune stuck in my head this morning. Yes, we're waiting for the commentary coming up soon. Let's just see what's going on with the sound. No, still can't play it. I might even get a clip for commentary thingy there. Believe me, it is copyright. I've tried it many a times. Somebody's mobile phone can be going off, and I'd get done for copyright if it's music playing. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I know. It's absolutely crackers, isn't it? It's not really like you didn't get into serious trouble about like that. You've just got to still playing. You've just got to be careful. I'm just listening to it now. And it sounds like a Colosseum. It's that loud. Bloody hell. That sounds good. That sounds impressive. Here comes the baby, I'm ready to go. And there's the team's ready to come out. Bloody hell, that sounds amazing. I can actually hear your bass through my headphones. Da, 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 da. Shout it out, baby, I'm ready to go. That sounds impressive.
Well,
here we go.
That was rousing. The team's out here in the sunshine at the Stadium of Light. Sheffield Wednesday in their new third all-black kit. Welcome huge big white numbers on their backs, and Sunderland in their red and white stripes, black shorts and red socks topped with white as the players make their way down the line of players to shake hands. The referee is Dean Whitestone today from Northamptonshire. He was in charge of 3 games last season, and Sunderland won all 3 of them. The 1-0 defeat of Leeds here in December, the 3-1 defeat of Birmingham in November, and the 3-1 win at Queen's Park Rangers earlier in the season. He is in yellow with black shorts, and the mascots all line up in the centre.
Hello, and thank you for listening to BBC Local Radio on the internet. Unfortunately...
Right, okay, so I've now turned that commentary off because it is the match day thingy. So I'm hoping the audio commentary now Yeah.
Stands with his arms folded in his tracksuit.
There we go.
Pitch side. And I noticed yesterday, I was at Carlisle United yesterday, and I hadn't noticed it at Cardiff. But when the substitutes warm up, they're obviously allowed 4 substitutes warming up now, not 3.
Is there?
A welcome for Regis de Bries. He's just unmoved, actually. He's not responded.
He must be pinching himself, isn't he? Really, standing there and you're thinking, wow.
He will now.
Just got to mute that. And our Sunderland shirts. They look amazing in that glorious sunshine at the stadium, like with the brand new pitch as well. That's Barry Bannon there shaking hands with the officials as the roar goes up at the Stadium of Light.
Both teams have broken from their huddles. Sunderland's first home game of the season, the new campaign. They got their first win away from home, of course, last week, while Sheffield Wednesday won at home handsomely over Plymouth Argyle. It's the same team that beat Plymouth 4-0. We're underway as the ball from Sunderland back to Luke O'Nien, and he was almost caught straight away by Jamal Lowe on the ball, but the ball back with Anthony Patterson in his green.
I think that just shows you the intention of Sheffield Wednesday.
They're going to push, they're going to press, as Clark trying to get away down the left edge of the Sheffield Wednesday penalty area, trying to get away from Iorfa, who's sticking with him at the moment. It gets to the goal line, ball slips behind for a goal kick. Just one touch too many from Jack Clark, and it runs away behind. And the goalkeeper, James Beadle, is on loan from Brighton, all in light blue. The 20-year-old, 6'5", drops the ball at the feet of Dishon Bernard, Jamaican international. Back to Beadle to kick right up through the middle, looking for Anthony Musaba. Comes back behind him on the left wing, now to Josh Windus, son of Dean Windus, of course, and out to Musaba again on the left. A cross blocked though by Hume, as you can tell, and it's a throw to Sheffield Wednesday on the left, a couple of yards up from the corner flag. Yesterday's results interesting. Burnley banging in goals for fun at the moment, aren't they? But Middlesbrough, who lots of people talked about as being very impressive, beaten by Derby. Long throw coming here. No, it's in the end short from Ingelsson, the Swede. He gets the ball back and clips it towards the far post, and it's a chance. It's a header which is in the hands comfortably of Patterson. Coventry late winner on Friday night against Oxford United. Coventry, another team I think people think will do well this season, have been tipped to do well again under Mark Robbins, as the ball goes out over the head of Dennis Sirkin from Patterson's kick, and it's a throw to Sheffield Wednesday again, this time on the right hand side, halfway inside the Sunderland half. Danny Roll, the German 35-year-old head coach of Sheffield Wednesday, appointed last October, kept him up on the last day of the season, of course, here at the Stadium of Light. Quite a pedigree, coached at Southampton, Bayern Munich. He was the assistant at Germany. This is his first head coach role, as the ball with Sheffield Wednesday still just inside the Sunderland half, and this patchwork of green, this brand new pitch. The ball rolled in tamely, actually, the end by Gassama to goalkeeper Anthony Patterson, away to our left as we look down from the back of the West Stand. J.D. Gassama, French winger, 20-year-old.
Hi, Manuel de Torre. Good morning,
Sheffield Wednesday.
From Monterrey, Mexico.
The kick out, headed on by Hume. It'll be a chase for Mayenda, but Bernard gets there first, rolls it back into the shadows of the Roker end, the penalty area, where Beadle just taps it out to Iorfa. Played again through the middle. Job gets his first touch inside to Dan Neal, lays it off to Luke O'Nien in the centre circle, taps it to Hume on the right. Hume, short pass forward to Chris Rigg, who's in for Alan Brown this afternoon, and then hopeful punt forwards by Luke O'Nien. Goes straight back to James Beadle in the penalty area at the Roker end. In the 4th minute of the game here, Sunderland 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Mayenda went to close the keeper down, but Beadle just leant over and scooped the ball up, drops it to his feet again, then kicks again through the middle. O'Nien heads it on to Job, who battles with Ingelsson. The Swede wins it, looks now to get it to Musaba, who plays it behind him to Max Lowe, back out on the left-hand side to Musaba, who's still going, is being chased by Hume into the penalty area, then showed too much of the ball to O'Nien, who hooks it clear. Out to Lowe again on the left wing, Max Lowe. Sorry,
you've just seen the pace of Musaba there. Got to be wary of that.
Hi, David Jackson, you all right, fella?
Musaba, the Dutch winger, signed from Monaco last year. Spent much of his Monaco career, though, on loan, largely in the Netherlands. Beadle plays the ball out again to Dominic Iorfa. Back to Beadle, now to Bernard, from a Manchester United centre-back signed in 2023. Again, one of those who spent a lot of time out on loan. Salford, Hull, Portsmouth, here he is again. And the Jamaican plays it out now to Windus on the left wing, and he swings it up through the centre, and it's dropped down into the path of Barry Bannon, but away comes Sirkin strongly, whipped it off the ball of Ingelsson, and now up to the edge of the area again. Musaba plays it right across the face of goal, across on the far side. Clark goes down with the Sheffield Wednesday winger, but he's got up and quickly away, Clark. Bannon's trying to get in front of him, the ball is put, and Bannon crashes into the back of Chris Rigg. Chris Rigg just brushes him off, and then finally the ball's out for throw to Sheffield Wednesday.
Cheers for the subscriber there, thank you.
6th minute. Certainly lively.
It's lively
Sheffield
game.
Wednesday, aren't they? And
that pitch just
you're looking at Sheffield Wednesday. They haven't come here to sit back.
No. Ball back with the goalkeeper. Brighton signed him from Charlton.
It looks unreal, doesn't it?
He spent last season, second half of last season, on loan at Sheffield Wednesday. He's now on a season loan from Brighton. Hume with a throw right in front of Regis Lebris, and Hume trying to find some movement, finds Dan Neil, back to Hume, taps it into Roberts, who nods it back to Neil, and it's played back to Anthony Patterson just outside the penalty area. Jamal Lowe goes to close him down. Patterson sweeps it right up onto the chest of Iorfa, and offside. Flag comes up, and
Sheffield Wednesday playing in their black
perplexed
shirts.
by that, because surely they came off the defender,
shirts, apparently. Oh, dear me.
and Clark ran onto it.
Yeah.
But there's no arguments from anybody, but free kick it was. Back to the goalkeeper. Now to Bernard, and out wide to Musaba again. Hume in front of him, taps it back behind him to Max Lowe, and he taps it back to Bernard. Bannon flicks it on up through midfield from the boot of Musaba, given away to Job. Job now laying it off to Roberts here on the right side of the penalty area. Onto his right foot, a block by Max Lowe, a corner to Sunderland. Patrick Roberts has grabbed the ball. Jack Clark is strolling across here to the right-hand side, southwest corner at the Stadium of Light. You saw that massive "This is Wearside" flag hauled up over the Roker end before kick-off. That's been furled up and put away now. Roberts and Clark, looks like it could be a short corner. First corner of the game. A short corner in every sense.
Hello, Nick, how are you doing, mate?
Roberts has taken it, and Barry Bannon's, what's he doing? He's trying to get interfering here. And
offside, as he give Clark?
I think he must have done. The assistant's pointing the flag down at Clark.
Hey.
Darren Hajim.
He'll have to work on that one again.
Think about it. I mean, all the defenders are pushed out.
Pushed out. He's offside.
Early morning breakfast.
Yeah, I don't think Sunderland saw that one coming. So free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. Going to wise up to that. And they take the next short corner. And Beadle with the kick floats up into the Sunderland half, through the sun. Jobe heads it on, Bannon back, and then away again by Sirkin. Clark getting his head on the end of it again. Barry Bannon. This is his 405th Sheffield Wednesday appearance in all competitions. It breaks for Mayenda in the middle. He's laid it off to Clark. Clark, Bannon's in front of him. So too on that far side is Valerie. He's come back into the centre to Clark, who's fouled. And a free kick 25 yards out in a fairly central position for Sunderland.
Good position. Good play by Clark. Mayenda, I think that was his first touch.
I think it may well, and I think it was also Valerie, the right back, Sheffield Wednesday right back's first touch as well. Beadle in goal. Valerie, Oyorfa, Bernard and Max Lowe is the back four. Ingleson and Bannon in the middle. Gassama, Windus, Musaba and Jamal Lowe is the Sheffield Wednesday team.
Is Trey Hume on this?
It looks like it's Hume. Hume stepping back a couple, or is it Rigg?
Trey Hume, isn't it?
It's Trey Hume, isn't it?
Don't get a striker.
Yeah, Rigg standing on the edge of the 18-yard box. Trey Hume and Patrick Roberts over this free kick. Referee Dean Whitestone has organised the Sheffield Wednesday wall, certainly in respect of where it's standing. 10 yards back, a yard or so inside the penalty area. The free kick just left of centre. Roberts or Hume? Hume will fancy a shot, surely. Nope, he runs away. Roberts dinks the ball in here, looking for Sirkin!
Oh!
And Dennis Sirkin, yet again from a set piece, on the end of that lovely ball in from Roberts, has given Sunderland the lead in the 10th minute.
Get it!
What a well-worked free kick that was, Nicholas. Great, again, great quality ball in again by Roberts. We've seen it at Cardiff. Set piece, how important they are, but what a well-worked goal. Great header by Sirkin.
What a goal, what a header by Sirkin.
Only saying last week what a part Sirkin's got to play at set pieces.
I tell you what, Sheffield Wednesday was left scratching their heads there. They didn't know what was happening.
No.
Great overlap run by Hume. He's run wide, distracted Sheffield Wednesday, but a great balling by Roberts.
Lovely ball.
The quality
across.
ball had to be good, and a fantastic header by Sirkin. Great finish.
Beautiful ball in. Very smart header from Dennis Sirkin.
Go on,
and
Sirkin
Sunderland lead by 1-0, and we're now in the 12th minute. But Dennis Sirkin, he's got to be kept fit because he's really got a big part to play. Here is Max Lowe just keeping the ball in. Roberts appeals, the ball still in play, carries on, and now with Chris Rigg battling with Max Lowe, down to Musaba, trying to get the ball inside. Ingleson on the halfway line, robbed by Rigg. Rigg now going through the centre here, and Ingleson tries to make the tackle. It rolls for Jobe. Jobe gonna try and get on, looked like he was fouled. It's come to Rigg, low ball, dragged wide, appealing for the corner, and getting the corner.
Excellent play, well done Chris Rigg. Gobi Bellingham winning that ball back.
He did look like he was taken in his back of his knees.
Yeah,
Jobe,
he thought he was fouled. Referee tried to play the advantage.
Yeah. So a second corner, longer one this one, from Roberts on the right-hand side. We're in the 13th minute. It's 1-0 to Sunderland. We're live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Roberts drives this in low. It's not a good corner. It's easily cleared by Sheffield Wednesday. Out to Hume, puts one in the air and up and under, as they say. It comes back to Dan Neal, who tries to float it down the right wing, but it's picked up by Max Lowe, played back to Deschamps Bernard, and he taps it out to Barry Bannon. Bannon, 34 years old now, the Scottish international. Back to Bernard, out to Bannon again on this left-hand side. Forwards, looking for Musaba, intercepted by Dan Neal, but the ball goes to Max Lowe. Back inside, and Dan Neal battling to try and win it back from Musaba. It comes back to Barry Bannon, out to Max Lowe, Bannon again, and now won back by Roberts. Crowd really playing its part here this afternoon. O'Nien.
Great closing down by Sunderland.
Yeah, they're working really hard here. Whether they can keep this up for 90 minutes in this heat is yet to be seen. I don't think Aji Elise's touched the ball yet. Here's Clark at the back. Clark on the left, drifting in, on his right, across the back of the penalty area, trying to find Roberts. It's cut out, pushed out into midfield. Musaba has it, across on the far side, an interception on Valerie by Clark. Clark trying to get away past Iorfa, who smashes the ball into the advertising hoardings.
Again, great work ethic. The only worry is, can we keep it up?
That's it, at this temperature. But they are not letting Sheffield Wednesday get a breath here. Closing down straight away. It's good press, good high press from Sunderland. Throw now 10 yards back from the corner flag on the left-hand side. Drops to Clark from Sirkin, back out into the crowd of the East Stand. Another throw to Sunderland, 18 yards from the corner flag. Drops to Job. He's got Ingleson all over him, but he gets the ball to Sirkin, back behind to Clark, back again to Elise, and I think that possibly is his first touch, to O'Nien, and now to Hume on the right, just inside his own half. Down the line to Roberts, flicked inside now to Chris Rigg. Back out to Trey Hume, lovely ball into the box. Mayenda's beaten to it by the goalkeeper.
Good football.
Great foresight from Trey Hume.
Good football. Good passage of play there.
Rolled the ball into the box, but Mayenda just beaten to it. Dropped to the feet of the goalkeeper. Sheffield Wednesday made 11 changes in the week. Now,
go on, finish it.
Broken from Mayenda, edge of the area.
Get in!
15 minutes. Eliza Mayenda.
Good on you.
Terrific left foot shot.
Who needs a striker? Great finish.
It's a magnificent finish off the ball, one back in midfield. Right through the middle and 20 yards.
Oh my God!
He's enjoying that one, Mayenda.
Is this going to be another Southampton
start? But it's a great finish by Mayenda.
Smashing finish, literally smashing finish. He wasn't going to fail this week. He said after the game at Cardiff he wouldn't sleep after his miss at the Cardiff City Stadium. He's fully made up for it this afternoon.
And again, he was positive, wasn't he?
Yes.
You could tell by that first touch, but what a finish. Excellent. When he puts his foot behind the ball, it flies. He's got some power.
Very strong, that's what Tony Mowbray used to say about him. Very, very powerful. And that was a powerful finish from Eliza Mayenda. His first Sunderland goal. And what a goal. 2-0 up, only 15 minutes played. We're in the 17th minute, now. So Sunderland 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Sheffield Wednesday don't know what's hit them. And Musaba trying to get away down the left-hand side here, pulls the ball back to Windus, left edge of the penalty area. Back to Musaba, who's seeing a lot of the ball for Sheffield Wednesday in this opening 20 minutes, but he's tackled. And Chris Rigg coming away with it again now, wheedling his way down the touchline, but in the end too much. And it's just flicked back inside by Musaba to Barry Bannon. Jove wins it back, leaves it for Dan Neil, tap back inside to Rigg, and then he's tackled by Jamal Lowe, back to Bannon, into the path here of Gassama. He's rolled it down the right for Valerie, and he crosses, it's come off Sirkin, and Sheffield Wednesday get their first corner.
Great
Sunderland
work
2, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Sorry, Benno.
Great work rate by Sunderland, winning the ball back, closing down, working for each other.
As Bannon is booed as he goes down to the corner, below the Sheffield Wednesday fans and the upper north stand. Beautiful sunny Sunday lunchtime, and everyone's getting some great Sunday lunchtime entertainment. Bannon then with his corner from the right-hand side. Plenty in the 6-yard box, driven in, flicked across the 6-yard box and runs behind for another corner. A little bit heart and mouth moment then when it dropped into the pomo, as Lee Johnson used to say. And this corner
mad.
from the left now for Sheffield Wednesday.
James,
it's hooked in, and it's headed clear by Dennis Sirkin. Out to Bannon, crashes off
Kevin Boys,
Sirkin. He didn't know much about that. It's another corner. Bannon really put some force behind that. And so a consecutive corner from the left-hand side for Sheffield Wednesday, who trailed 2-0 It's put in by Windus towards the far post, headed back into the 6-yard box. Iorfa can't direct it goalwards with his header. It comes out then to Mayenda, an appeal for a free kick. The referee's given it.
No, Mayenda.
For Sunderland, just at the corner of the Sunderland penalty area on the left-hand side. Sheffield Wednesday all in black, Sunderland in their red and white stripes.
Cheers, David. Thank you. Let's
leading
stop. It's a great show
through goals
time,
from Sirkin and Mayenda. Dream start at home for
Thanks for
Reggie
the subscriber,
Slabreeze, but it's still early. We're only in the
Anybody
coming up to the
channel,
19th.
hit that subscribe button.
19
Click
minutes
the thumbs
played.
Up. Thank you very much.
The 20th minute. Players on the far side. The kick from Patterson. Roberts cuts inside. Max Lowe heads it away. Out to the Sheffield Wednesday left wing. Right in front of Danny Roll. Hume and Roberts. Tackle. And now what's happened here? The referee's seen something between Hume and Musaba going chest to chest. The referee's had to intervene.
What Sheffield Wednesday
both of them out here.
They'll try and slow
I think they're just
this game down.
sizing each other up. Who's got the biggest chest?
I know you kind of keep it up for 90 minutes. You kind of, but didn't sit back
at the moment.
Didn't sit back.
You've got to say the referee wins that one.
You've got to say the way Sunderland have started this game. It's a long time since we've seen them start the game where we've high press.
Got Christian Speakman there sitting there at the back, and he's like doing this.
And again, you look at the 2 goals we scored as well.
Happening.
It's reminding me of the Southampton game here where they won 5-0. They started in this manner, and it's something that Reggie Slabreeze alluded to. He wants to replicate that sort of game. He wants to replicate that afternoon when they took Southampton apart. Well, they've gone about it the right way. They're 2-0 up. We're not even halfway through the first half yet.
What's happened, Graham, mate?
As the ball comes back to Bernard and to goalkeeper Beadle. Beadle's about to play the ball to the right, and it's played right across the face of the penalty area from Iorfa back to Bernard and out to Max Lowe, back to Bernard, through to Ingelsson, the Swede signed in the summer from Hansa Rostock. Dominic Iorfa back
got
to
more advertising
Dishon Bernard. He's got 17 caps for Jamaica.
Well.
Windus, Bannon,
electronic.
He's played it back to the goalkeeper.
I've never seen that there before.
And Sheffield Wednesday tapping this around, but they're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. And the last time they tried to do that, and the goalkeeper played it into.
Got caught.
They got caught. Mayenda ended up scoring.
It's gone longer this time. Onto the head of Luke O'Nien, on the shoulder of Jamal Lowe. It's come down for a free kick after a foul on Roberts. Inside the Sunderland half on the right side of central midfield.
We're 234 in the chat. Welcome everyone.
Minute here of this 12 o'clock kickoff. All changed this season. So the kickoffs all over the place this weekend.
Yeah, tell me about
midday, 12:30s, 5:30s, 8 o'clocks. Don't know whether you're coming or going. Do you know, one day this season we're going to end up at the wrong time. We're going to get
wrong
the wrong day, aren't we? There's Luke O'Nien now with a free kick. Drives it across
Newcastle Radio, they don't do it, do they? Marine Fish Keeper, you're welcome here anytime. You'll get commentary guaranteed every single match.
Holding off the challenge.
How many times?
He's on the floor. Referees let play go on. Jan Valery, the Tunisian,
totally agree,
the ball away onto the head of Luke O'Nien. Flicked on into Job in the penalty area. It's flicked away by Valery. Comes out to Daniel and it comes off the defender for a corner. Daniel's shot wasn't the most powerful. Probably was on target, but that deflection was a big slice of luck, really.
Yeah, and again, Job just having a word with the referee there.
Yeah, they are closing him down physically. Job, who adorns the front of the first matchday programme of the season today here at the stadium. An artist's impression. And 2 across for the short corner potentially. Clark and Roberts on the left. A bit of a breeze blowing the flag on the red and white striped flag on the corner flag.
Colin Wright, you're welcome, mate.
Roberts.
Susan Prescott, hello.
They have played it short and he's onside this time, Clark.
There's a long way to go yet, I'll take 4 now.
Corner of the penalty area. Rolls it here to Chris Rigg. Rigg shoots it, takes another deflection. And
get in!
Luke O'Nien
get in!
has got a touch in front of the keeper and it's 3-0. with a shot.
I've even knocked the backdrop down.
Luke O'Nien.
Luke O'Nien.
Come on, my money
hovering in
bands.
front of him. Managed to just tap it off him. And it's 3-0 to
There's
Sunderland.
riots here.
Yeah, and again, excellent play by Chris Trigg.
Whoa, you get there,
What we've
yeah.
done,
Calm
been
down,
reactive.
calm down.
He's got his toe and it's poked and it's 3-0 Sunderland. Fantastic.
Woohoo!
Well, that was Sheffield Wednesday caught absolutely napping. The goalkeeper,
Oh man.
did he fumble it,
I've wrecked
or
me
did he
set.
just not really make a very
He didn't react to
clean
it.
save?
He didn't react to it,
He
did he?
didn't react.
Oh
They're
my God.
complaining, he wanted offside. He wasn't offside.
No.
I don't know if you can see
So
that.
O'Nien just did what O'Nien does and knocked the ball away from the keeper into the empty net.
Complain it's offside. It's not offside.
So 3-0
Bloody
in
hell.
the 25th minute. Might as well pack up and go home now.
This is
Sunderland
mental.
3, Sheffield Wednesday 0. 25 minutes played here at the Stadium of Light. And Regis Lebris, well, he says he doesn't get high, he doesn't get low. I wonder what's going through his mind now. Jamal Lowe trying to get away at the other end.
I'm going to be running out of spaces
to
here.
Windus. Crossed in and down and in. Ingleson.
Offside.
I think the initial offside was for Gassama.
Yeah.
The cross to the Frenchman. It was the Frenchman who was offside, not Ingleson. The Frenchman
Gassama
nodded the ball back down, and Ingleson was onside, but Gassama was offside when the ball was floated in.
Made
So
that be a
game
warning.
chalked off. I'm just
Aye,
about
that's a
to say,
warning.
you took the words out of my mouth. There is a little bit of a warning sign there. Don't get complacent just because you're 3-0 up. So free kick, 26th minute. Sunderland 3, Sheffield
Nearly
Wednesday
wrecked me
0.
set.
The game plan is going, I suggest, better than Regis
Oh, dear
Lebris could
me.
have ever expected. As Patterson passes the ball
Riots.
corner to Luke
Riots
O'Nien,
in the back
to
here.
Patterson drives it up through the centre, looking for Mayenda, who tried to turn on Bernard, but it comes right through to the goalkeeper, who gets it out to Max Lowe, and Max Lowe away on the left here, straight to Luke O'Nien, stabs it to Dan Neil, forwards to Roberts, skips inside past Max Lowe, now gets it to Rigg on the right hand side here now, looks up, rolls it into Mayenda in the penalty area, and he's beaten to it by Orfer in the end, and it's gone behind for a goal kick.
You've got to be stronger there. Good play. Excellent fit by Roberts.
Orfer is the bigger man, he's 6'2", but as you say, Mayenda's still a stocky.
He's got to be stronger in that possession.
So goal kick to Sheffield Wednesday. Bernard's got the ball at the left corner of the 6-yard box.
The swan and only. Hello, mate. Anybody new? If you're happy with the scoreline so far, hit the subscribe button, guys. Thank you. Reggie, give us a way, John C.
And it's headed on by Luke O'Nien.
Well.
Back it comes to Bernard and back to the goalkeeper again.
Sheffield Wednesday, 2 more subscribers. Thank you, 2,507.
The shirt is blowing, the breeze is blowing his shirt.
Sheffield Wednesday manager is blowing his top.
Just watching a replay of the Sunderland third goal, and onside. Yeah, the players definitely. There's a line you could draw across the face of the penalty area. It shows that Sunderland were onside.
The Matrix, yes. Keith Lupton, hello, mate.
Stood.
From Perth.
Regis Lebris having a word with
SJ, I've supported them yet.
O'Nien.
I'm not comfortable still at 3-0.
Throw. Hume gets it to Neil. Back to Hume, wide on the right. Inside to Rigg. Oh, he just stumbled over the ball. Ingleson comes away with it. Svante Ingleson
cannot get carried away.
Trying to get it out to the left to Windus.
It's a long way to go.
Windus' head. And another throw to Sunderland on the right-hand side. What an unbelievable start. 29th minute. 3-0.
Sean Hobkirk, welcome
Then
along,
what we
fella.
have been, Nick, and that's something which we've talked about before. They've been ruthless, haven't they, Sunderland?
Yeah, they have.
Opportunities in front, No, they put it away.
And here's Mayenda. He has been strong this time, but then he lets the ball roll away from him. And Iorfa gets back behind him and gets the ball back to the goalkeeper to clear. Up to the halfway line, little flick from Musaba. They've changed, from Gisama. And now there's a player. Iorfa's down at the corner of the Sheffield Wednesday penalty area on this near side, the west side. And referee has come back to assess this situation because Iorfa's on his knees, hunched over. Mayenda's leaning over him, patting him on the back, having a word.
Between us playing Sheffield.
Another pat on the back from Mayenda. I'm not quite sure what Iorfa makes of that, but he's going to get some treatment now. It's just on his knees. It's on one knee now, Dominic Iorfa. But this is the football that Regis Lebris has talked about playing. High energy press, good press around the opposition penalty area. Well, it's paid off.
It has paid off. And again, the question is, can we keep it up?
Well, there'll be periods in the game Sheffield Wednesday get. You know, they'll be on the ball, they'll get chances.
But you've got to say, they started brightly, Sheffield Wednesday, and then we got up and running and started to match them, and then once we started to ask questions, you know, and we've talked about this before, if you give time and space to players that are good enough, they'll hurt you. But if you get in their faces and ask questions, how good are you when you're under pressure, and then all of a sudden we force the errors and we've been able to capitalise.
Game management, it's all about game management now. You're 3-0 up. I mean, for the opposition, what's going through your mind as an opposition player? The first half, 15 minutes still to half time, and you're 3-0 down.
Yeah, what we've got to make sure is that we get in at half time without conceding a goal. You know, they'll be trying their hardest, trying to get back into this game.
Because that's an interesting dynamic. If they get a goal back before half time, they can go into half time and say, look, we've got one back. If we get another back at the start of the second half, then suddenly the game. And there was a game yesterday, was it Millwall?
Yeah.
That was it ended 4-3, I think, but it actually went backwards and forwards.
Correct.
Bristol City, wasn't it? Bristol City.
Please read
Bristol City.
4-3.
4-3. But that was a game that it was topsy-turvy.
Yeah, they just look at Sheffield United, 2-0 up.
Yes, yeah.
2-2.
Jack Colback was sent off there.
Good.
For QPR.
Yeah. I just threw that in as a.
Oh, okay.
That's what Jack Colback does.
Well, get sent off.
With all due respect to Jack Colback. Here's a drop ball then to Barry Bannon as we get underway again. Iorfa's on the side of the pitch.
He's got to wait 30 seconds.
He's got to wait 30 seconds, yeah, that's the rule.
Just can't get this tape. It's in at the minute.
Changes now, and that's interesting to see. I'm watching Sheffield Wednesday. They're warming up 3 substitutes. Yeah, at Carlisle yesterday, both Carlisle and Barrow were warming up 4 substitutes. Now, I hadn't seen that rule change, and I didn't notice that was the case at Cardiff last week either, so I'm not quite sure.
Just do what you want.
It does appear a little bit like, you know, yeah, do what you like. The ball played out to Max Lowe here on the touchline, forwards to Musaba, gets a push in the back from Trey Hume, and it's finally put out by Roberts for a throw to Sheffield Wednesday. In their 3rd kit of all black. I'm not sure how many times they'll wear this in the season. Probably, actually, arguably more times than Sunderland will wear their 3rd
Oh,
kit.
we're all over number 4. Wow.
Jamal Lowe trying to get away down the left touchline. He gets shoving the back from Trey Hume, and then out comes O'Nien and puts it behind. Now, it looked like it went for a corner.
Yes, it is a corner.
So a 4th Sheffield Wednesday corner.
You've got to switch on, concentrate here.
Yeah, it's what we were talking about a few minutes ago. You can't really you don't want to concede a goal now before half time, and you're in the driving seat 3-0. Bannon on the left hand side will take the corner. His left arm, right arm, both
need
arms
to be switched
raised.
on though.
And
need to be
Bannon
switched on.
just ushering players into the 6-yard box and trying to direct traffic from the corner.
Just
and
one
he
goal
drives
from
this
Sheffield
ball
Wednesday.
in. It's headed downwards by Iorfa.
Changes
but
the
behind
atmosphere
for a
massively.
goal kick. He's the one to watch at set pieces, as is of course now Dennis Sirkin.
Because they only need 2 goals, Sheffield Wednesday, and then that's it.
Success
Nothing's going to
rate.
happen. the need
can't
to
believe
stay
how
switched
Sheffield
on.
Wednesday left him so isolated in
No,
fairness.
but you've got to give credit to Sunderland.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Fourth quarter,
well-worked free kick. That's off the training
24:45
ground.
p.m. in Queensland.
But having watched what Sirkin did last week at Cardiff, Sheffield Wednesday absolutely, they should have known that Sirkin was going to pose such a threat that he did. Now here's Joe, wins the ball in the middle of the Sunderland half, lays it off to Hume. Hume out to Roberts. Roberts has rolled it down for Hume, who's carried on his run down the right wing, comes off Max Lowe, and Trey Hume tried to take advantage, then stabs it out. It's a throw to
Thanks
Sheffield
for the
Wednesday.
3 subscribers, 2,510 now. Thank you very
I wonder
much.
if Dennis Sirkin can play as a striker.
53 people have liked the stream. Thank you. And of course, hello to everybody
have to.
in
Here's
the chat as well.
Lowe, Max Lowe with a throw to Ingleson, back out on the touchline, comes off Rigg. Another throw to Sheffield Wednesday, who have conceded goals from Sirkin, Mayenda and O'Nien in the opening 24 minutes. We're in the 35th minute now. Lowe to Ingleson, Dan Neal on the ball and gets the ball back, or tries to, from Rigg, but Windus is all over it. Ingleson stabbing it away, Joe fouls him. Free kick to Sheffield Wednesday, back inside their own half, and the pace has been sucked out of the game in the last 5
Which
minutes.
airport, DX?
It's being played at a good pace, Nick.
It was such a high energy start. Now Sheffield Wednesday trying to lift it again. Over on the far side with Dominic Iorfa.
It's a very quiet stadium of light.
Comes back though for Mayenda, loose ball in the middle. O'Nien gets there first before Ingleson finds Sirkin, looking for Clark, who chests inside straight though to Gassama, and he's trying to run through. One back by Sirkin, a powerful challenge, and finds Job. Job through to Mayenda now, and it's just stabbed out by Deshaun Bernard for a throw on the left wing.
And you can see there's better movement by Mayenda now, isn't there? Really, he's trying to make them runs behind.
He looks a bit more confident.
Yeah,
a bit more self-belief from Eliza Mayenda.
Dave Patterson, I think it'll be nearly a full house, mate.
Now it drops on the left wing. Job's trying to dig it out.
You're 45,000, I'd say.
By Barry Bannon now, and out wide. Gassama down the line, trying to find Valerie. He's tackled by Job on the halfway line. Quick ball played out by Rigg to Clark. Clark back here now to Sirkin, just inside his own half. Back again to Elise, and then to O'Nien. Bringing it away to the right-hand side now, up to the halfway line, out wide to Hume. Hume back to Luke O'Nien, forwards to Roberts, gets it to Hume, got it back inside to Roberts, but he had to stretch, and Ingleson puts it out for a throw to Sunderland. 37th minute, Sunderland 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle, back tomorrow night of course with Total Sport at 6 o'clock. Colin White and the team, 2 hours again now, 6 till 8.
Got to be better than that.
To Beadle.
Absolutely, yes, Jay.
Beadle rolls it out to Bernard. Bernard just his foot on the ball at the moment. Two Sunderland players
that'll
warming
suit
up.
Sunderland if he wants to put his foot on the ball.
Oh yeah, just lay it around at the back. Sheffield Wednesday, it's Triantis and Hjelde, the two Sunderland substitutes warming up. Here's ball won by Sirkin, strong run, Sirkin still going down the left of the penalty area. Iorfa's gone with him, Sirkin peels away and has played it out. Played it to, trying to find Clark, but out for a throw after doing well to win it. Jan Valery is tying up his bootlace, the Tunisian signed from Angers in the summer.
I think everybody's just stunned, SJ.
Birmingham when he was at Southampton.
Or they're like
a few
us,
years
they
ago.
think they're just sort of, still a bit nervous at 3-0 up.
And it's put out by Joe for a throw to Sheffield Wednesday.
Get a fourth and then you can quietly say a game hour good night for you.
Halfway inside their own half, the 38th minute. 3-0 Sunderland.
Sheffield Wednesday's
leads.
next
Back
match is
to
Friday
Iorfa.
on Sky against
Closed down by Clark, rushed through, got the ball away, but back to the goalkeeper, who kicks it clear first time. Roberts heading it on, battle between Rigg and Bannon, and Rigg has won it and found Job behind him. Job across here to Hume. Hume down the right to Roberts. Roberts skipping past or trying to Max Lowe, who got a touch, and it's a throw to Sunderland.
Excellent closing down by Chris Rigg.
He's got an engine on him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Now with Roberts, flicks it back to Luke O'Nien in front of Regis Lebris. Back to Patterson, who passes it first time to Elise, being closed down by Gassama, but he's got the ball out to Clark and Sirkin. It's Clark on halfway, flicks it back, and O'Nien to Hume. Hume lifting it down the right wing. Roberts, so it's gone out. It's throw to Sheffield Wednesday. And Roberts kicks the ball away.
So percentage-wise, the players 44% in the centre of the pitch, 42% in the Sheffield Wednesday half, and 14% play in
a big hill to
our
climb
half.
To get back into this game.
So it shows you the attack and play and the way Regis Lebris is setting the team up to play.
Jamal Lowe drops from Hume to Roberts. Roberts to Rigg. Tackled this time by Max Lowe, but Rigg wins it back and turns, spins, and the ball rolls off him for a throw.
As the Sunderland stadium starts to empty a little bit, I think everybody's going for their half-time bovrils and whatnot.
Under pressure from Jack Clark, played out to Bannon, and now is lost by Sheffield Wednesday. Mayenda's got it. He's left it for Roberts. Roberts now, right side of the penalty area, trying to find a way in. Pokes it back to Dan Neal. Neal back to O'Nien in the middle. Lays it off to Elise. Halfway inside the Sheffield Wednesday half. Wide then to Clark. Clark comes back with this and plays it back to Trey Hume. The back of the centre circle. Through to Neal. First time ball to Rigg.
It's not over yet, Joshua, honestly.
Roberts here on the right wing. Keeps it in. Roberts now running at Max Lowe. Cuts it onto his left foot. Curls one. Oh! The roof of the net.
Sally, excellent.
For a moment I thought that was heading in the top corner.
So it would have been a fantastic goal. Great play again.
Lovely effort.
Good build-up play again by Sunderland.
A couple of inches lower and that would have been 4-0. As Beadle places the ball right side of his 6-yard box with a goal kick to Sheffield Wednesday.
I don't know if the keeper had that covered there.
Like you don't see Danny Roll in the box now.
No, he's sat down, isn't he?
He's mostly trying to work out how do you get back into this game.
Don't know if you can see this.
Real shock to Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, you've got to say that they are second best at but Sunderland are making them second best.
Beadle with the kick over the halfway line, through the middle, looking for Windus. It comes down for Job though. He's got Ingleson on his shoulder. He plays it back to Patterson. Patterson.
Welcome to the channel, Joshua, mate. You're the big team, mate. I think you'll have a good season as well this season.
Sheffield Wednesday half. Bernard heads it on. Headed back by Roberts. Rigg now on the right. Looking to roll it down the right wing, but it's going to be Bernard who gets there first. Clears it straight to Rigg. Rigg back to Hume. And Hume to O'Nien. O'Nien foot on the ball at the moment, and he will play it back to Patterson at the edge of the Sunderland penalty area, and the bright sunshine here this Sunday lunchtime. Out to Joe, back to Elise, and back again to Patterson. Kicking forwards now, he's straight to Jamal Lowe. Lowe blocked shot by Job at the corner of the penalty area. Ball ricochets out for a throw to Sheffield Wednesday on the right.
Can get overconfident, can't we?
That is, see, that's the danger. That's the danger if they do get a goal back. They suddenly have a sort of a lifeline, if you like.
Hello, Brogan
3-0 at the moment as we head to half time. We're only 3 minutes or so away. We'll probably have a minute or 2 minutes added on.
Yeah, just purchased the pass.
It's very impressive first 45 minutes from Sunderland.
Jackson Carter, hello.
Sheffield Wednesday into the penalty area.
Australia.
Iorfa gets his head on
Harley,
the end
how
of
are
it.
you watching? Yeah, just the SAFC pass,
well. There's a bit of a melee, and Gassama manages to get it out to Ingleson on the right of the penalty area. Now with Valerie, but he's blocked and closed down, and Valerie fouls.
He's not keeping it. He's not giving
Clark, surely no, says the referees. Let play go on. Bannon has it, and plays it back to Max Lowe in the middle. Down the right, Ingleson. A foot in from Mayenda. Ingleson gets it back to Lowe, who's trying to get it out to Valerie on the right. Headed in to Job. One back though here by Ingleson. Job's on his case. And Ingelsson gets it out onto the touchline to Valerie, who's cut inside and plays it back to Maxlow. Looks to try and lift it up into the penalty area for Iorfa, but over his head and behind for a goal kick.
Good work by Sunderland. Everyone doing a shift.
44th minute. Sunderland leading, if you're just joining us on BBC Radio Newcastle, by 3-0. 3 up in 24 minutes. As Patterson places the ball on the 6-yard line on
Hello,
the right.
Yoza.
It looks like it's going to be a kick down this right-hand side, because this is the direction in which all the players are drifting. And
44th minute.
44th minute. Applause for Stephen Lynch, who so sadly left us a week ago last Thursday, leaves a wife and 2 children, lifelong Sunderland fan.
Yeah, excellent.
It's just it's touching and it's sad. It's
44
years old. Way too young. All our thoughts with the Lynch family this afternoon.
Indeed.
And those of Jack Shield as well, I have to mention, also being remembered today. Another Sunderland fan, forevermore. 3 minutes of time.
Come on, get a fourth, says Yoza.
Added on
Just
at the end
carry
of
on
this
fouling
half.
Clark,
A free
says
kick
this
which
year.
Clark takes from the right, ricochets off a couple of players and goes out for a corner to Sunderland.
Thanks for the away fan welcome. No, you're welcome anywhere, fans welcome, mate. Like I say, this game isn't over yet, mate. This is Sunderland you're talking about here.
Played
just not against us, hopefully, for the next time.
Has reached the corner flag.
Dennis
Clark
Moore,
is
watching
going
from
to join
Cape
him on
Town.
this
Wow,
right-hand
what a tremendous
side.
first half. Been a supporter since I was 5 and I'm now 72.
At
Welcome,
the Roker end.
Dennis.
Short
mate, welcome.
corner. He's onside this time, Clark, and he now looks to play it back to Roberts behind him, and Roberts holding it for the moment back to Clark.
Thanks for the 2
Clark
more
plays
subscribers
it
there.
into the
Thank
centre,
you.
into the centre circle, in fact, to Trey Hume as Sheffield Wednesday
I'd love
push
to get
out.
to 3,000 subscribers
Niall's
before
trying
Christmas.
to push on.
That'll be brilliant.
Down the left wing.
That'll be a nice Christmas present.
He's got Musaba on his shoulder. Mayenda slips it inside, but intercepted by Josh Windus. I'm just not quite sure what the point of that corner was. Whatever they were trying to achieve, I don't think it worked. And here's Dan Neal on halfway on the right-hand side. Into the 2nd minute of the 3rd, 3 being added on. Sirkin's kept it down and gets the ball back from Clark.
And this is without
Left edge of the
strikers.
Penalty area. Behind him is Job. Dan Neal
Hello,
in the
Evie.
middle.
We're not playing
And
too
Dan
bad,
Neal now
to be honest
rolls it
with
to
you.
Trey Hume.
But Sheffield
Hume out
Wednesday
to
are
Roberts on the
dangerous.
right wing.
And like I say,
Roberts
it
dribbling
isn't
at
over yet.
Maxlow. Down the right of the penalty area.
Great ball.
Here's cross towards the far post. Up goes Job, up goes Sirkin, and
great save
from James Beadle, from Chris Rigg. Rigg head in his hands because he thought it was nestled in the bottom corner, but somehow Beadle's got down to tap it round with his hand for a corner kick.
Great save by the goalkeeper. Good play again by Sunderland. Roberts,
We will see,
fantastic
Jeff.
quality ball, and headed it back, and there was Chris Rigg. He thought he'd scored.
So did I.
Oh, that's a superb
It looked
save.
like it was creeping
What
in.
a save that is. Definitely Beadle was
But
about
it
there.
was just palmed around the post. The corner taken. It's come out to O'Nien on the right from
Have a look
Neal's
at this.
pass. Headed back here to Rigg again, blocked by a sea of black shirts. Then Sirkin puts
Save
it over
that,
the
like.
crossbar.
Fantastic. You know, everything about this first 45 minutes is being good, Nick. You know, the amount of times we've had shots on target, men in the box, created opportunities,
Yes.
quality, our final, you know, we've always been talking about our final pass. It's been good.
Do you think we can just end the game at half time?
Sorry?
End the game at half time?
That would be nice.
Sheffield
No.
Wednesday- Sheffield Wednesday throw in the towel.
You've got to say that, but this first 45 minutes has been very, very entertaining, being positive.
That's the 3 minutes. There's the half-time whistle. And as you say, this first half has been entertaining, positive, and full of goals. They nearly had a fourth. Chris Rigg denied by that very good save from James Beadle. But this is, as Regis Lebris, we mentioned this earlier on, this is like the blueprint, that Southampton game last season. That's the game he wanted to replicate. Well, he's doing everything in his power to do that. 3-0 up at half-time.
But what we've got to do is then, we've got to learn from that. You know, we talk about the Southampton game last season. We're looking at this game. But this is what we've got to do week in, week out, Nick. You know, we can't just keep going back to the Southampton game. We can't be, okay, fingers crossed, going back to the Sheffield Wednesday game. This is the level of performance which we need to have week in, week out.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Consistency is the word now that I'm sure Regis Lebris will be, that will be one of his key words. He's used it a few times in the last few weeks when we've asked him about what areas does he feel needs improved, and consistency was the one word he kept on using. Well, if they can maintain that sort of consistency, that sort of press, that sort of play, and all credit here to Mayenda as well for that finish. That was a tremendous finish from the
It was a tremendous finish, and you know, we talked about at the start of the season about, you know, the quicker we can get 3 points on the board, you know, the better it is, because we'll grow with confidence. Now, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, we go on, you get the 3 points. It sends out a signal, doesn't it? It sends out a signal to the other teams. You know, we've been talking about Burnley,
man of the matchups, and now maybe Mayenda,
well,
there's
they've
quite
started.
You know, I'm loving it as well.
Clubs will be saying the same thing about Sunderland.
So the second half to come on safc.com and BBC Radio Newcastle.
Wow.
The half-time score here on BBC Radio Newcastle is Sunderland.
So I'm going to tune in now to my good mates from Australia.
Very little in the way of threat from Sunderland. So it's really hard to pick out what substitutes you'd make. I think the most realistic one, sadly, is Mayenda. Even though he scored today, you just change the people up front to give more attacking options again. So Mayenda's probably a candidate. I'd say Rigg is a candidate, like you said, and maybe Job. Those attacking three are the most likely to come off. Even though we're winning 3-0, it's just about preserving their energy and making sure they can do it again next week against Burnley. So
morning, guys. How are you doing?
What I think. Fucking hell.
Very well, Cabby.
Let me shit my pants. Jesus Christ, Cabby. Hello. Just watch that back, mate. You'll see me just fucking. Because I didn't see you come on to the call.
Oh my God's sake! Hey, it's not game over yet. We've got to be still switched on second half, and I'm hopefully the manager will get that drilled into the team at half time.
I'm going to go into it in a couple of minutes, but who do you think's the most likely candidate to make the first substitution? I think we're all in agreement. No half-time subs.
Oh yes, leave it the way it is, unless there's an injury or a knock. Unless there's an injury or knock, I would leave it the way it is.
Yeah, but what, for the full 90?
Oh no! I mean for the start of the second half. Who would I take off from Sunderland? You say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, who's the person who's likely to be substituted in this game? It's definitely not going to happen at half time, but let's say like 70 minutes in, 60, 70 minutes in, who are we changing it up with?
Obviously, it depends, of course, what the score is. I mean, if it's like 75 minutes, and
we're still let's say 75 minutes and it's still 3-0.
Maybe fetch maybe Serkin and maybe Rigg off, or maybe not Serkin. I would bring off actually Rigg and Job. I would say the two young lads, keep the fitness, keep the sharp going for the next game. If we're confident enough that the game's done and dusted, I would fetch the two young lads off, give them a bit of a rest. They've worked hard.
I think you pretty much echoed what I said, plus Mayenda, because it's the attacking options that give you more. Yeah, because we need to stay stable as long as possible in this game, and the defence are doing their job effectively. Bong said everyone's attacking, don't need strikers. I mean, a striker's actually scored at it. Going to come out a different right bollocking Wednesday. I mean, could you imagine winning the opening game 4-0 and then the very next one crumbling 3-0 in the first half? It's just, yeah. I mean, you could write it, but you can't really blame Danny Rule for that. I think if you're looking at Wednesday's problem in this game, it's Barry Bannon. He's had a stinker.
Yeah. And
would you agree?
as we all know, you need your star man to perform.
Exactly.
He's
Jean Paul,
a, he's a shit. He's a shit Alex Pritchard. Is Barry Bannon? Shit Alex version of Alex Pritchard. But
I mean, he's
yeah,
not in the Turkish league. Do you know what I mean?
no.
I think he'll take off Meander for Rushin in the 70th minute, says Rosie. I think that's a good shout. Or Sheesh on the left, Clark up front with Meander and Job, but it won't happen. I've got a question for you both off the back of that. Who's our player of the half?
Ooh.
So this is basically man of the match, but like 45 minutes in.
I think, mate, I'm going to go for
I'm-
Meander
I'm-
because
No.
he's been a thorn in the Sheffield Wednesday side. Like he's been all over the place. Like his work rate's really good.
Oh, I agree. He's been good, but he's probably my third choice so far. But Jacob,
I'd probably go with Meander as well. You know, nice to see him get his third goal, and he just seems to be playing well at the minute. Hopefully, he can continue with that. Hopefully,
I've ended the poll by the way with at half time because I think 85% of people are correct. My man of the match or man of the half is Dennis Serkin. He has been unreal. I know it doesn't get called out that much, but the amount of coverage he gave in the first opening couple of minutes to clear up any lapses from our other defenders, supporting Clark and vice versa, and him cutting forward and obviously getting the opening goal from that free kick. I think Serkin has been unreal today.
He's solid. He's vital player to keep fit, isn't he? Vital player to keep fit.
That's it. Do you want another fun fact? Sunderland's top scorer of the season is
Serkin?
Luke O'Nine.
Is it Luke
Luke
O'Nine?
O'Nine.
Lukey boy.
yeah, he scored the first goal against Cardiff, and he scored. Was it the third one?
The second one today.
Yeah.
No, it was the
Second
third
one today.
one.
Yeah.
Was it the second one? So it was Serkin off the. No.
Just gone to the toilet, lads.
Who's? No
In a
worries,
bit.
Gabby. United managed to get 7% somehow. I know, Kevin. It's because, to be fair, mate, I did a typo. I should have put Sheffield Wednesday, but Sheffield United. Do you know what? It happens. Luke O'Nine. Is Luke O'Nine getting the? Is Luke O'Nine getting your man of the half then? Luke O'Nine with a goal. Was it Serkin with a head? No, Serkin with a header. Then it was Serkin with a header to O'Nine, and then it was Meander. Like just getting the through ball. So yeah, what a half indeed. Did. What a half indeed. For me, my opinions are Meander, Serkin, and Rig. We've got a top three. I think we've had just a class off. It's nice to see. Shall we run through the rest of the match stats as well? Because these are a little bit interesting, shall we say? So I need to go into studio mode very quickly. So, as you can probably expect, with a 3-0 lead, we do have quite a lot of the bars that you want going our way. The one thing that doesn't go our way, which is quite a surprise, is ball possession. And 47% possession, 10 goal attempts, 4 on target, 3 off target, and 3 blocked. We have unfortunately had more offsides. We've had 2 offsides, 5 corners. Our keepers had to make more saves. But the one that actually matters the most is the amount of attacks. So we've had 64 attacks to Sheffield Wednesday's 26. And yeah, I think that's pretty much how we're going to be set up with Liberty. It's going to be more counter-attacking, more inviting, and I think because of how we'd played in pre-season, where teams would just sit back and park the bus against us every single week, I think that he's managed to create a system that does invite the opposition to come forward more often. And let's face it, we've got players who can burst down the wings and who can cross the ball. It's just having the person in the box to put on the end of it. Now, Meander, if he's getting that consistent service, if he scores 1 out of 5 shots, as long as he gets 5 shots in a game, that's a goal. So, yeah. It's just getting the other lads. It's getting Rushin and Hamia up to that standard, or whoever we get in as a replacement go to striking window.
Yeah.
Pretty
much.
When did you realise?
Pretty much. Mike is saying, I think the Ulrich and Clark to score in the second half. Do you think we're going to score 5 goals in this game, Mike? 5? What does... Let me just quickly, because I need to know this now. Oh, by the way, it's showing me for some reason the Brentford versus Arsenal highlights. Who cares?
Oh, that Arsenal away kit is weird. They've got another kit which is
that's their last season's kit, isn't it?
Well, one of the away kits they've got Arsenal there's black, but the lines on the shoulders is red and green as well. It looks good. I think it's a third away kit.
Yeah. Kevin is in, by the way, on that possession point. Possession is not important. It's using the time in the box effectively. And yeah, I think, to be fair, that's what I'm saying about Labry's style so far. I think he's identified that and addressed it effectively so far. It's when we come up against a challenge against a team like Burnley next week, how we deal with basically having probably around 30-35% of the ball and making sure that when we do attack, we just slam it in the back of the net every time. Burnley's not going to be a walk in the park. I genuinely would be quite content with a 0-0 draw against Burnley because we are away from home.
No, I think it's at home, the Burnley one.
It's premature, I guess, but do you know what I mean? It's Burnley's quality at the moment. They beat a team we beat 2-0, 5-0. You know what I mean? They're going to be heavily attacking. So yeah, should be there. We've got a couple of extra chats in the thing now from Vision. 3-0 at a stadium I like this season in the first half. 3-0 at Hillsborough at half time last season. I mean, maybe we just like playing against Sheffield early in the season. That might be a bit of a good omen. Just jumped in, watching the game on TV. Brilliant. Welcome, Dan, mate. Speaking of which, earlier this week, I actually tried to place a bet on Sunderland as title winners for the season at 20-1. What is the odds now, Dan? What's the odds now? In the bookie. Unfortunately, there was a technical bet on my bookies, and the odds will be short now. I don't know. Maybe I was going to say wait for us to lose a game, but maybe don't. Right, it's just showing you the couple of the stats on the screen now. As you can see, the attacking third doesn't really matter. The one that matters at the top, 3-0. Passing accuracies, they commit more fouls, they've got yellow cards. I can check. If it's still 20-1, put it on. I think rather than winning the league, put promotion. And that might be better for you. Yeah. Is it still showing? I can't tell. Yeah, it is.
Oh, well, are you still confident for the second half then?
More or less.
A bit, mate. I'm a bit.
We do have to be careful, though. I mean, if they only have to score twice and it's game on again, we've got to be careful.
I genuinely don't think that Sheffield... Well, I don't think Sheffield... They definitely have 4 goals in them because they won 4-0 last week, but I don't think our defence are that sloppy anymore.
Not like Beale's Sunderland or Dodds' Sunderland.
Like, in pre-season, can you think of a game where we were absolutely abysmal? We lost a couple of games, don't get me wrong.
Gateshead and Bradford, but Bradford was a B team on it, but
Bradford was a B team, but that was a 2-1 loss.
Gateshead as well.
Yeah, so we didn't get smacked even though we lost those couple of games. Like, I think defensively, as long as we don't absolutely crumble, we should be okay for all 3 points.
Right, lads,
I don't
I'm
want to
go
jinx it
because the second half's about to start. I'll catch you at full time.
See you in a bit, mate.
See you in a bit.
Right, yes, we.
So, The second half is about to start.
MBE.
BBC Radio
Got
Newcastle.
that many comments to
Sheffield Wednesday, the first to emerge from the tunnel.
Sheffield Wednesday, the first to emerge from the tunnel.
They're going to bring on Michael Smith, the striker, the former Rotherham striker, the Wallsend born, former Wallsend Boys Club striker, 32 years old, 6'3", who you'll remember was at Rotherham, but he's coming on. Jamal Lowe is still on the pitch.
So hello guys, everybody. I've just been and got myself a cup of tea. I've not had a chance to catch up on all the comments and stuff. But massive thanks for everybody who's contributing as well to the chat. I've not forgotten about you. And thanks for the 5 subscribers, 2,521 subscribers now. Like I said, I'm trying to get to 3,000 before Christmas. That'll be an early Christmas present, that. Mackham on a mission, we're looking good and possibly have a better striker. Ballard and Brown to come back in. Looks good, it does. Keith, I'll be counting down to full time. SJS Gate said. Amy Stafford, hello mate. I normally just listen through this, but I'm watching it and I had to come back to see the comments at half time. We're absolutely pounding them. Let's hope it carries on, Amy. Take it easy on. Yeah, it'll be starting in a minute. The Sheffield Wednesday's already on the pitch. David Surtees, Simon, yeah, I'm watching it live. Simon says, I'm in Cape Town. I was hoping to find it live on ESPN or one of our Super Sport channels, but nothing. Well, I hope you're hearing it and I hope you can listen to it okay here, Simon. Welcome along. Jeff Wilkie says, same feeling here. SJ, if we go automatically, then you can ask that question.
Sheffield Wednesday team
so
is
here we go back to the commentary.
Back four of Valerie, Iorfa, Bernard, Max Lowe, Ingleson, Bannon, and now Michael Smith, Windus, Musaba,
the music. Could let the music play off.
Good to hear again at half-time from Lauren and her father, you didn't hear from, but he was in the studio with us on Friday. Lauren Irwin, who won a bronze in the Olympics, the rowing 8. Her father, Paul Irwin.
Mind you, the sound system sounds immense, mind. It sounds absolutely brilliant.
Enjoying what has been a terrific first 45 minutes, and Sheffield Wednesday all in
Elbong,
black.
hello, mate.
Defending the end to our left and north. Get this second half underway. Windus pushing the ball back, and they are defending the north stand in the second half. Sheffield Wednesday, and the ball bounces through eventually to Anthony Patterson. Away to our right at the Roker end, in the shadows there, cast down by the Roker end roof. The rest of the pitch in glorious sunshine, and you can see the mower patchwork on the brand new Sunderland surface.
Thanks for the 3 subscribers, 2,524, thank you.
Lovely. Job trying to dig the ball out. Oh, and he just skips away from Michael Smith. Rolls the ball out to the right here now to Trey Hume. And Hume taps it back into Dan Neal, back out to Hume on the far side, and back then to Luke O'Nien, who plays it back to goalkeeper Anthony Patterson. Smith tries to close him down. Patterson gets a great ball out to Clark, who nods it into the path of Mayenda, but he just showed a little bit too much of it to Bernard, who gets the ball back to the goalkeeper. But potentially it was another break there for Mayenda to hopefully add to his tally. Here's Clark in the penalty area. Crosses and and Mayenda does add to his tally. Not even a minute into the second half.
Sheffield Wednesday are all over the place, but what a fantastic!
Oh my God!
Splitting path, and again Jack Clark didn't think twice, rolled it across. There was Mayenda to get his second. Excellent start to his second half.
Mayenda carried on his run. Riggs ball down to Clark on the left, who pulled it back
into
the 6-yard box, and Mayenda couldn't miss. Sunderland 4, Sheffield Wednesday 0. It's a rout, there's no question.
Oh my God, what's happening?
What a pass by Rigg.
Yeah, it was.
And again, Jack Clark, knowing that Mayenda's there.
Let's enjoy this second half.
So now Sheffield Wednesday absolutely reeling at the start of the
Bloody
second
hell.
half. It was a minute and a half actually into the second half, just over the minute.
Well, I'm saying let's knock about the second half and sit back.
The second half for Sunderland, and what a start to the second half for Elijah Mayenda. That will do his confidence no end of good. And eventually
You've got to pay credit to Job as well, who won.
Could
the
have been
ball
offside there,
in the
but there's
opening
no
minute in his
VAR.
own
It was
half
played
to
down. Have a look at this.
Set things off again. He wins it again here now for Neil through to Rigg, and Rigg finds Roberts on the corner of the penalty area. His shot over the top.
I'll tell you what, they're playing with lots of confidence now, Sunderland, aren't they?
They are. Regis Lebris must be pinching himself. Can he really believe that his first home game has produced such a performance? There's still goals in this game, I think. It'd be hard to say there aren't. The way that Sunderland are playing, the football that they're playing at the moment, as Dan Neil turns one way, then the other in the centre circle and gets the ball out to the right wing, and it's played back.
I'm running out of space.
Here now eventually to Anthony
complain.
Patterson. I think if you'd said to anybody before the game kicked
You go and
off
sit down
that
there, lad,
Eliza
and behave
Mienda
yourself now,
would be on a possible hat-trick in this game, they'd have looked at you quizzically and as though you were probably slightly mad.
They would have indeed, but we also said that if he gets a goal, that will do him the world of good confidence-wise.
Well, two to his name now. Eliza Mienda, Sunderland leading Sheffield Wednesday 4-0. I wonder if they can replicate that 5-0 that they recorded against Southampton last season. And that's the performance at which Regis Lebris has sort of bookmarked as the level of performance he wants to see from this Sunderland team.
That is just mental. I can't believe I'm seeing this.
It'd be interesting. I wonder. He's got plenty of time. Plenty of time still to do so.
Regis gives us away. Regis,
who really hasn't had much to do this afternoon.
Reggie, give us a wave.
He's I don't know whether he doesn't understand them.
I don't think he understands it.
No, because he didn't. When they were singing his name before the game, he didn't respond. It's not difficult, actually, to understand your own name.
Close up with the Sheffield Wednesday fans, and they look shell-shocked.
Valerie with a throw here for Sheffield Wednesday, and they're all Blackbird strip.
I'm in disbelief, says Amy.
Goalkeeper James Beadle, the 20-year-old on loan from Brighton, who's probably a little bit shell-shocked this afternoon.
What's happened there? It's blown onto the pitch.
There's a bit of the advertising. You know those great banners they lay on the pitch behind the goals that are all skewed.
But nobody's rushing to shift it.
You know what I mean? The goalkeeper who's actually having to move it.
Denny Stewart. Oh, hold on.
Well, the referee and Anthony Patterson are actually now tidying up. The referee's come back to
Sheffield. Close up the Sheffield Wednesday fans again.
Thinking somebody needs to come over. Just what happens if that's blown on while the game's going on again?
Yeah, Anthony Patterson's still dealing with it. He's still rolling it back.
Somebody's got to deal with it.
No job too big for Anthony Patterson.
But somebody's got to deal with it, Nick.
Yeah, well, it's just laying now.
You know, what happens if the wind picks that up and
or
it's
one of the
on?
other two advertising
must be dreaming
sheets, which is what they are. When you look at them, from certain angles they look as though they're up. You know, it's normal, right? But it's not. They're actually canvas sheets laid on the pitch.
Look, it's gonna blow back.
There is a breeze. It's dropped at the moment. We've mentioned it in the first.
Are we top of the league? I don't think we are. I think Burnley have a better goal difference.
So. It's such a beautiful
I don't
sunny
know.
afternoon.
I'll have to check.
But the ball comes back here now to James Beadle in his light blue goalkeeping kit. Job done for Anthony Patterson now. He can watch the game and leave the canvas sheet behind him. Beadle, ball at his feet, tapping it out to Deshaun Bernard. Back to Beadle. Beadle in the middle of the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeping penalty area, gets the ball up to halfway. It's picked up by Valerie here and played out to Musaba. Flicks it past Sirkin, looking for Valerie to continue his run, but Job slides in.
Excellent.
And concedes the corner.
Brilliant.
Good
and
defending.
what's been impressive, Nick, is when we haven't got the ball, the way they've worked as a team.
Barry Bannon being booed as he comes down to the corner.
And you know who the target's going to be here, Smith.
Yeah, now he's on, 6'2".
Michael Smith.
6'3", Michael Smith.
Got to deal with it.
He's taken up a position on the 6-yard line, and Ingleson on the goalkeeper, is he? No, he's back outside the box. It's swept in by Bannon, headed away by Elise, and Michael Smith has picked it up on the other side of the penalty area. Gets it away from Job, Ingleson puts it back in.
Good header.
Elise heads it out strongly through the middle. Valerie, the Tunisian full-back, tries to get on and actually tries a shot himself. Floats straight to Patterson. Mayenda's up on the halfway line. Max Lowe is on his shoulder. Patterson has the ball. They are now
Can
dealing
Sunderland
with
keep
the
a clean sheet today?
offending advertising banner.
Yeah, we can't believe this, Sunderland. We need another 3 goals to go top, says Filthy. Burnley
Glenn
at
Campbell,
9-1.
the groundsman's having to do it himself.
Yeah. The
The
basketball
ball comes
play
out
for them.
into
massively.
touch for a throw to Sheffield Wednesday. I'm about to make a double change here. Liam Palmer's
coming on,
coming on, as is Paul Valentin. Valerie's coming off for Palantin, who's a fullback.
Palmer's a
fullback as well.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see what they're doing here. Windus is coming off as well.
Hope we don't do an Arsenal. I don't think we will, Simon. And Billy G, hello, I will take second this season. Yeah, I will go with that.
So Palmer and
Billy
Valentin
G, who's a member of the channel, he was gifted a membership by one of our members.
And Valerie.
Paul Campbell so far.
3 changes
only
now
team
made
with,
by
0
Danny
goals
Roll.
against.
The ball in the penalty area again at the Roker end, the Sunderland end this half, as Valentin tried to put a ball in the box. It's cleared by Sunderland in the 55th minute, leading 4-0 now, if you're just joining us on BBC Radio Newcastle. Bannon at the back, playing it out to the right, straight into the path of Sirkin. Sirkin now through the middle, looking for Roberts. It's cut out by Bannon. Mayenda trying to win it back. It looked like a foul by
cheers,
Ulf,
but thanks a lot, fella.
The referee lets play go on. And back
Ant's
to
a good friend of mine. I almost have a
Trey
look on his
Hume.
channel and hit the subscribe button for Anthem Akram as well.
Through the middle
cracking
again.
lads, helped me out a
Dan Neal
lot.
in the centre circle. Out to Sirkin here on the left-hand side. Leaves it
Alexandra
to Clark.
Backer. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Inside to Job. Through again to Dan Neal. Neal leaves it for Job. Job in the middle of the Sheffield Wednesday half. Nice neat pass to Hume. Out to Roberts. Rigg in the penalty area down the right-hand side. Roberts onto his
Hit
left
100
foot.
likes.
Plays it back
Thank
to
you
Dan
very
Neal.
much.
Short pass to Hume.
thanks.
Down the right again to Roberts. Roberts taking on Max Lowe. Crosses. He's looking here for Dennis Sirkin, who was on the shoulder of Valentin.
Thanks for the 2 subscribers
But
as well.
Sheffield
Thank
Wednesday
you.
get the ball clear for a throw to Sunderland down the left, which Clark
Jack
will
Reed, hello,
take
mate.
back to Job here, and Job back to Elise on the halfway line. Sunderland 4, Sheffield Wednesday 0. On the right, Trey Hume. Roberts on the touchline. Back inside to Neal. Forwards looking for Rigg. Back to Neal. Bannon trying to win it. Off it comes for a Sunderland throw. Down the right-hand side. Danny Rolls put his tracksuit top on, his arms folded. He's strolling about his technical area. Shell shock, no doubt. Regis Lebris, cool as a cucumber, arms folded, just watching.
You're welcome,
on
Alexander,
from the edge
back
of his
on
technical area.
I
in
subscribe
his
Anthem Akram.
Sunderland
Yeah, cheers him.
tracksuit.
He's a good lad.
I don't think he owns any other clothes, actually. I don't think I've ever seen him in that. And now Wednesday trying to dig
Jeff
this
says
out, up to
5-0.
Michael Smith, into the middle to Ingleson.
Hello, Jack Reed, you
leaves
all
it
right?
for Barry Bannon, wide on the left-hand side, deep in their own half.
Cheers, Ant,
Max
fella.
Lowe, back to Bannon. Bannon trying to cut inside, trying to get away from Rigg. Gets an advantage from the referee after a nudge, a little tap
if we
from
get a strike or
Chris
two,
Rigg.
who's telling me?
And out here on the right
he has
to
to
Liam
make way.
Palmer.
Well, he won't make way.
Played inside.
Simple as that.
Have Sheffield Wednesday gone 3 at the back?
Yeah.
And how quiet's the stadium?
They've gone 3 at the back.
Are they just sitting
Palmer,
back? Are they thinking
Iorfa
like?
and Bernard. And Valentin and Max Lowe are now pushing forwards
chill out,
playing
man.
as wing backs. Here's Bernard trying to find Max Lowe. Up to Michael Smith. Leaves it for Bannon. Running onto it is Lowe, I think, on this left-hand side. And it's Musaba in the end who's trying to get through.
Well done.
And a goal kick.
Elise was excellent. What good defending that is. You know, and that's one player we haven't really spoke about. You know, he's a player who plays left back, but he's slotted in there as a centre back. And
don't forget, I do my Monday night show, the Mackham Cabby and Davy show. Sometimes the Jacob and the
excellent defending from Sunderland. Excellent defending from.
And that's 8 till 9 tomorrow, so that'd be a good show tomorrow.
The ground staff are pinning down the canvas sheets behind Patterson's
Amy
goal.
Stafford, I'm proud to be in Mackham right now. We've got to keep this up.
A recurrence of
the Swans and only. I want 7. Well, I'll complain with that.
Patterson passes the ball out now to Elise.
Sheffield Wednesday are not the only ones who are shell-shocked.
Halfway line. Liam Palmer takes it on his chest. It's blocked by Clark. Goes out for a Sheffield Wednesday throw. The assistant took a while to make the decision. Liam Palmer, who every time we see him,
he is Jack, absolutely.
Make clear he's not Carlton Palmer's son. There's no relation at all.
No, we do need a strike.
Because everyone assumes it's Carlton Palmer played for Sheffield Wednesday that's the case, but it's not. The ball.
It's only 4-0 to Sunderland, Alan.
Mayenda was trying to win it off by Orfer. Bannon has to come back and manages to pass it away from Mayenda.
And Bannon's shouting and screaming instructions at his teammates there, trying to get organised at the back.
All of a sudden he seems a yard quicker.
There's a bounce in his step.
Yeah, there's a spring in his step, isn't he?
Yeah.
And why not?
He's wanting the ball now.
Bubba Hubbard, welcome.
He's eager for it. You can just sense he's desperate to score a hat-trick. Here's Valentin coming across into the centre for Sheffield Wednesday, the Spanish wing-back, and he's back on the ball on the left side of the penalty area. He's trying to get past Roberts. He gets the ball in the box, but O'Nien clears it out on the left again. Bannon leaving it for Max Lowe. Back into Barry Bannon.
We're get a
across here to
first.
Liam Palmer. 32 years old now, Liam Palmer. He's been at Sheffield Wednesday since he was 7 years old. Barry Bannon through to Jamal Lowe, through the middle.
Sky Sports
back to Jamal Lowe, and now looking for Michael Smith, but Elise there hooks the ball away up to Max Lowe, or Bernard actually, on the left, inside to Barry Bannon. Bannon now for Max Lowe, and back to Bernard on the halfway line on the left-hand side. An hour played, Sunderland 4, Sheffield Wednesday 0, and you're listening to BBC Radio Newcastle. Palmer back to Iorfa, to Bannon in the centre circle. I think they know the game's over at Sheffield Wednesday. They're just trying to find some sort of consolation to get back into the game.
Richard Cave, thanks for the membership, mate. Very kind of you. Thank you.
Line.
Much appreciated for that, mate. Thanks a lot.
Bannon has it again. Plays it across to Palmer. Breeze picking up again. Palmer plays it back to Iorfa.
I don't think Mendy will be getting
back of the centre circle, out to the right again, closed down by Clark. Mayenda goes to put some pressure on Iorfa, and Beadle, the goalkeeper, who drives very kind words, up over halfway. O'Nien heads it down to Dan Neal. He miskicks it, kick clean air, and Bannon gets it to Jamal Lowe. Lowe gets it through to Musaba, and he's managed to make a mess of his little back heel. And Elise now to Dan Neal, to Rigg, back to Neal. Nicely done to take it out to Sirkin, to Clark. Clark now having to try and work hard to keep it, because Sheffield Wednesday have won it back. Valentin now through to Michael Smith, looking for Palmer now wide on the right hand side. Clark's gone to close him down.
After
Palmer plays it back to Valentin. Clark gets the ball away in the block, back up to the halfway line, almost the centre spot, and Dominic Iorfa plays it to Deschamps Bernard, former Chelsea Manchester United player. Bannon wide to Palmer. Palmer inside to Valentin. Well, last week Sheffield Wednesday knew what it was all about to be 4-0 up. Now they're finding out what it's like to be 4-0 down. The vagaries of the Championship. Here's Bernard again, back inside his own half, into the middle to Iorfa in the 62nd minute.
Get a third Jack. Yeah, Harry, the
Sunderland lead. Here's Valentin.
Hope he does get the odds.
As a
the odds would have been pretty high.
Sirkin in front of him for a throw to Sheffield Wednesday. Valentin takes it.
Says high odds. Next week will be a big test.
On the ball on the right,
get something at
looking
Burnley,
for the run of Michael Smith. O'Nien trying to get in front of him, and he does, and the ball will roll behind for a goal kick. Michael Smith's pulled
We're at home against
O'Nine's
Burnley,
shirt
am I right?
virtually
We're
off him.
playing at home against Burnley. Correct me
Good
if I'm
defending
wrong.
there
on the
by
chat.
Luke O'Nine. It's game management now, Nick. Simple as that.
They want to keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
Wind
The
really
Monday
picking up,
show
actually.
is just having a chat and going over the game.
For
And we've got some
Adji
great
Elise.
guests. So we've got Davey,
He
who
taps
is a
it-
regular on BBC
taps
Radio
it to
Newcastle, and
Patterson.
the Yorkshire Mackem sometimes
Musaba
comes
goes
on.
to close
It's
him
great
down.
fun. It's great
Clips
fun.
the ball out
Sloppy.
down the right. It's lazy, wasn't it?
Click on the playlists on my channel,
Eventually
Amy, and you
got
can
out
see
for a
on
throw
me
to
the
Sunderland,
Mackem
more by
and Davey Monday Night
luck
Show.
than
You can have a
judgment.
little look at it. It's good fun. He's a laugh, Davey.
I still don't understand why the centre backs come back and tap the ball back to the keeper.
We even have Nick
What
Barnes
is
that
that
comes
all
on and
about?
makes an appearance at times.
Shrug your shoulders.
Modern
I mean,
day football.
That's weird. Sometimes.
Burnley
The
with
modern
Prem
world.
players, definitely a test. Of course it is.
There's the ball out from a Dan Neil pass.
Brett
Sunderland second in the
07.
table at the moment after two games.
Cabby reckons this might be the year.
This really doesn't make any sense at all to be talking
Hope
about.
so. Obviously it's
positions
early
in the
days. I mean, it
table
sounded
after
good when we
two
were beating
games.
Southampton 5-0.
Tony Mowbray last season
Look
said
what happened the
10's
rest
your
of the
marker,
season.
isn't it? 10 games in, you can start.
You're welcome
sort
to
of
tune
feel,
in anyway.
that you've got some sense of
Jeff
where
Weekey
the
gifted
season's
the
going
Mackem
to
Cabby
go.
memberships.
But
Thank you very much.
we know only too well it can
thanks for that,
rapidly
Jeff.
change. Free
Thanks very
kick to
much.
Sheffield Wednesday.
That's
Third
so
of the
kind
way
of you there,
inside the
Jeff.
Sunderland
Thanks
half.
for that.
You'll be saying that about the next game we play.
Gilly was
Top of the
gifted a
league
membership.
clash.
Well, technically, I suppose it is, but I mean, it's ridiculous. Bannon with the free kick. It's going to float right through and out behind for a goal kick. It'll be, I mean, it's a good marker, isn't it, next week, Burnley? The goals they've been scoring now, Sunderland have put 4 past Sheffield Wednesday. It's going to end 0-0, isn't it, next Saturday?
He's funny,
Sheffield Wednesday
isn't he?
looking at possibly making another change.
Chinaman says
discussion
4-1.
going on.
Don't think they've
down
scored
below
yet.
with the coaches. 3 Sunderland substitutes warming up. Rusin is one of them. Regis Lebris this week said he sees Mayenda as the sort of 70-minute player and Rusin as a 20-minute player. But Mayenda won't be too chuffed to come off when he's on a hat-trick, will he?
No.
There's a ball played back to Iorfa and now to Bannon again. Bannon back to Dominic Iorfa in the middle of the Sheffield Wednesday half as they tap it amongst themselves again. Forwards to Ingleson, out to Valentin, trying to get the ball forwards, intercepted by Neil, back to Elise and Patterson. Patterson passing it out here to Trey Hume, right through the middle. Wide is Roberts. Roberts has Rigg inside, tackled by Max Lowe. It's a throw to Sunderland. 10-15 yards inside the Sheffield Wednesday half. Left for Trey Hume to take. Looking for Roberts, is he? I mean, there's not a lot of
not a lot
movement
of
over there. It finally is to Roberts. Tap
Yeah, it's
back
still
to
4-0.
Hume for another throw off Max Lowe. Goalkeeping coach
25
Alessandro
minutes left. I
Bartolini
will
is
be
on
putting the
shoulder
timer on.
of Regis Lebris pointing and
I'm just getting the hang on
talking
how to do
the
that.
Frenchman about something he's
I will be doing that.
picked up. Here's Clark on the left, tackle, but ball rolls to Jobe, it gets pushed over by Palmer. A frustrated Liam Palmer. Free kick to Sunderland on the left. Rusin is left as the other 2 substitutes, Mundle and Ekwa, to go and retrieve his red training top. Ball out right wing to Roberts, taps it down the line to Rigg. Bannon in front of him, Rigg inside to Roberts, what a lovely ball, and Roberts now in the penalty area, lovely little spin, across the face of goal. He's been unlucky today, he's had 2 glorious chances, not easy ones, and either of them, if they'd gone in, would have been spectacular goals, and that was another.
And you can see confidence in Roberts, he's back to his old self.
For a moment I thought he'd
The
come
mag's
back
only
round
come in the
keeper.
channel when we're getting beat.
Now there's a triple.
Yeah. I think it's
There's a double
Bernard's
substitution
gone down,
being
has
made.
he? Is it Bernard?
Bernard's gone down, yeah.
Sunderland are the only team in the Championship not to
Marvin
score and see
Johnson,
so
the winger,
far.
and the other.
Ugbo's coming on in.
Burnley overrated, they
EK
play like a
Ugbo,
bunch of blind
the
speech
Canadian
pathologists.
striker.
Okay, Derek, how are you doing?
There's so much speculation linking him to Sunderland, but having been on loan at Sheffield Wednesday last season, he decided to go to Sheffield Wednesday on a permanent move, the 25-year-old. He started his career at Chelsea and then moved on. He went on loans to the likes of Barnsley, MK Dons, Scunthorpe, into Belgium, signed for Genk, then
He
signed
says,
for
don't spoil it, guys,
Troyes
I'm watching on
in
Sky and it's
France.
still 4-0.
Changed his nationality to Canadian, has won
Derek
9
77
caps for
6-0.
Canada. Ugbo.
We've scored 2 quick goals.
And he is going to come on. Bernard's back up on his feet. And
you know, we were talking about, you know, you're looking at the situation at the present moment.
Yeah,
Nick,
a point would be good against Burnley.
The way Sunderland have started and the positives, and you're just thinking, if you can
Are we at
add
home against Burnley?
the right type of player to the squad here, you won't be far away, would you? Really?
no, this is the sort of debate that's been going on, isn't it? Where will Sunderland finish? Well, it's anywhere between, people say, second and the bottom 6. But if you bring in the right players, you can narrow that down and say, well, this squad now should finish in the top 6.
Yeah. So you're talking about
recruitment.
You know,
that's the word you always talk about.
You talk about maybe a right back. You know that you need a striker, maybe 2 strikers, and maybe another centre back.
My ex-Leeds fan, I want them
and
to
then
suffer.
you're thinking, if you get them in, and
we're at
crossed
home,
that you can keep the
and we
likes
will be
of
above Leeds.
Jack
Yeah.
Clark,
yes.
you will not
be far away.
Yeah. And you're thinking, it's worth a gamble.
The lows have departed. Jamal and Max, and it's Marvin Johnson and Ike Ugbo who are their replacements. Well, Marvin Johnson will just be, well, he's a natural winger, so that's left wing back is his position.
He'll play as a defender, which he usually does anyway.
Ugbo has just taken over from Jamal Lowe. Michael Smith, the main striker through the middle. Here's the ball played out from the Sheffield Wednesday.
Thanks for the 4 subscribers there. Thank you very much.
Rig across to Clark.
2,531 subscribers.
Back now to
3,000
Elise,
subscribers as we go
who's
for Christmas.
got a lovely ball dropped down into the penalty area from Mayenda to time on. It bounced off him, and he's just kept it in the corner. And Mayenda now, he needs some
help. What a shock for
Clark's
Sheffield Wednesday, of course, beating Plymouth 4-0.
Took it off him. Mayenda's took it off him. Iorfa's on the floor, and the referee says that's a free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. And they're kicking and shoving down on the touchline.
I think
Derek says Rooson's best position is centre-half bench.
Mayenda, I think.
Yeah, he's miles off the pace.
I wonder. I mean, that's 20 minutes to play. I think
again for him to get applauded
Regis Lebris is that
I don't think
Rooson's a 20-minute player at the moment.
All, no. Here we go again
in this team.
The player we were supposed
ball
to be
bounces
after.
back to Elise, headed on by Sirkin, and now Rig manages to extend his height and get the ball down, but it's going to run in the end to Neil as Sheffield Wednesday tried to clear it, and he's played a lovely ball to Rig.
Great touch, Rig.
Rig out now on the right to Roberts. Rig's continued down the right side of the penalty area. Roberts has slipped it inside to Hume, back to Roberts, and it's just stabbed away by Ingleson up to Michael Smith.
He certainly has, Jack.
And then laid off to Marvin Johnson on the far side. One back by Roberts with a foul on Johnson. Free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. We've played 71
Cheers
minutes.
For another subscriber, thank
Sheffield
you.
Wednesday 0. We're live on BBC
And thank
Radio
you
Newcastle.
for the 2 new members of the channel. One was gifted, thank you very much.
It's been excellent.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
He's had a
The
really
new
good
pitch is
game.
working out then,
Really good
absolutely.
game. He actually deserves a goal. He's been unlucky. A couple of opportunities. Here's Hume, but it ricocheted off Musaba. Came back though to O'Nien to clear. Bannon on the halfway line. Slips it to Michael Smith. Back to Ugbo. Back to Bannon, and now Iorfa out to Palmer on the right in front of Danny Roll. Forwards ahead of him is Valentin. Sirkin trying to get a grip of him. Valentin trying to cross, blocked by Job. Job taking this on here now. Ugbo in front of him, turns and plays it back to Luke O'Nien.
I tell you what, and again, you know, you look at Joe Bellingham, and I tell you what, he has been today, disciplined.
We'll be doing a good
organised,
alternative
disciplined.
commentary video as
He's
well
got a
after
role, he's played it well.
the match. Go on to the playlist
here
and
he
look
is
at the Sunday
in the
FC
centre
alternative
circle as
comedies. If you want
O'Nien
to giggle,
plays
if you want to
across
laugh,
to Elise.
check
Job's
those
calling
videos
for it.
out. You'll
Job
split
gets
your
it on
sides laughing.
halfway. Plays it back to Elise. Back again to Patterson. It's all about keeping the clean sheet now, Sunderland. They're going to win the game.
Jeff,
There's no question about that. We're in the 73rd minute.
On the line there, Jeff, lad.
And Rigg here again in the middle.
That's mad.
Looking for Sirkin on the left. Rolls it through to Job. Maybe a little bit overhit that pass. And Iorfa was able to read it, anticipate it and cut it out. And back from Palmer to the goalkeeper. Beadle clears. Clark is advancing. Now Ingelsson. Rigg nearly got a foot on it. Plays it out to Johnson on the left wing. Musaba's calling for it down the left. He's frustrated because it wasn't played through to him. And now it's blocked by Hume. Hume inside to Rigg. Rigg into the middle to Job. Job in the centre circle. Job just strolling on with this at the moment. Job still going, slipping it to Mayenda. Back to Job, and Job out to Roberts on the right wing.
Like to see Job get on the score.
Roberts now taking on Marvin Johnson, dribbling at him, slipping it back to Job. Job just to his left is Rigg, and Rigg out to Clark. Clark now back into Job, little back heel to Dan Neil. Now Rigg on the left.
Cheers to the 2 subscribers, thank you very much.
Comes back into the centre circle to Luke O'Nien, who squares the ball a couple of yards to Elise, on to Rigg, and Rigg back to Elise.
Mr. Mitchell, all in, all.
Back to Elise. Elise out on the left to Jack Clark. Valentine tries to push him over and get the ball off him, and then Clark leaves him on the floor. Clark takes this on, slips it to Rigg on this left-hand side. Rigg back in the middle now to Dan Neil. Neil will play it out to Roberts wide on the right-hand side. Marvin Johnson goes to close him down. Roberts down the right into the penalty area. Low ball. Mayenda's head in his hands because Beadle snaffled it away in front of him.
Great, good football by Sunderland.
Shackles are off. 15 minutes to play. Leading 4-0.
Tony Huntington, for those who'd be happy to see O'Nien go so far this season.
And I think Sunderland are going to make a change. It's having Sheffield Wednesday having made all 5
How
now.
often do you get this second half?
Nodded down by O'Nien. Ugbo trying to get on the end of it. Now Michael Smith, but it's going to break for Neil. Short tap to Job. And Rusin is going to come on, and it will be for Mayenda, of course. And eventually Marvin Johnson getting the ball back for Sheffield Wednesday on the far side, trying to cut inside. Stabbed away.
Tackle by Hume.
By Hume to Roberts. Up over the halfway line, inside now to Mayenda. He's got about a minute to get his hat-trick if he's going to, because Rusin's going to replace him. And the ball won back by Barry Bannon now, Sheffield Wednesday, who are trailing 4-0. Out to the right to Paul Valentine. There's going to be a double change, actually.
The only thing is we're playing on a Sunday. I'm thinking it's on Saturday now.
I think, is it Hjelder's going to come on?
The end of 5th goal incoming.
As Rusin is
Thomas
certainly...
Mitchell, light work. How are the lads?
And the other one coming on will be...
Well, it's either Triantis or Hjelder.
Not to spoil it, but Rusin's coming on. Imagine if he scores here.
You're right.
What's great is that the team are still attacking and not resting.
Double switch
Absolutely
coming
Mitchell.
For Sunderland in a moment. Sunderland who lead 4-0. The 2 substitutes stroll to the touchline. The ball just kept in on the far side by Sheffield Wednesday, by Musaba, and then it's one back. A deflection takes it to Dan Neil, inside to Job. Job back to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien to Job to Dan Neil.
Welcome
to
along,
Elise, and just looking forward to next weekend. It's Burnley here on Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. We'll have full commentary on BBC Radio Newcastle, of course. I'll build up from 2 o'clock. Total Sport every night.
And
Monday
the All-Ears are starting
6 till 8 with Colin White as now Dan Neil trying to get the ball through to Mayenda. Iorfa's got in front of him. Mayenda's still going. He's wanted a free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. He's unlucky there, Mayenda. Iorfa went down a little bit too easily for me.
I thought you were going to get a third there.
Riggs coming off for Ashish. Great game he's had.
Fantastic.
Well done, the oil rig.
Take his time, go on. Milk the applause. He applauds back Chris Rigg. What a game he's had. Terrific match. And Mayenda.
I don't know how Mayenda was a giveaway foul there.
Yeah, applause for him as well.
Doesn't there seem such a really good feel-good factor around the team at the moment? Hiya, darling. Hiya, pet.
Last season I was
what, darling?
Chatting to Mayenda's English teacher, and she's praying. She was praying for Mayenda to get his first goals, and we joke that when he scores his first couple of goals, he'll do his first interview in English. Well, he's got his two now. He's got a brace this afternoon. I wonder if Mayenda will be given up, brought through to do the post-match interview.
Doesn't this feel good?
Test his English. But, great afternoon for Mayenda. That's, praise for Regis Lebris in one sense for having the, he's stuck with him. He's praised him over the last few weeks. He said, look, he's going to be my front man, isn't he? And he may well have to be his front man, the way things seem to be going.
Well, if he keeps scoring goals, you don't need a front man.
Yeah, that might be the get out of jail card, mightn't it, for Sunderland, as Elise calmly heads the ball away. Palmer tries to put it back in, but over the bar and behind for a goal kick to Sunderland with less than 12 minutes to play. Leading 4-0.
It's interesting. It'll be interesting to hear from the Sheffield Wednesday manager about the game, because end of the season when they came here and they won, he was saying he was expecting that, but I don't think he was expecting the Sunderland what he's seen today.
No, I don't think he did. And that's the first time in about 20 years we've actually been able to hear the attendance on the PA system. 40,022. And to be honest, I think probably today it is pretty much 40,022 as the ball played from
and
the
that's because it's on a Sunday early kick-off and on Sky
Sunderland.
As well. That's a cracking turnout.
Out wide to Roberts, and it's Rusin making a run now around Iorfa, who probably be not too pleased to find live wire like Rusin all over him, and he's battling away on the touchline. Finally, Iorfa goes down again and wins a free kick. To me,
Pan couldn't go for 10.
He's going down too easily each time.
He is going down too easy each time, and he's getting a free kick every single time.
The goalkeeper Beadle clears.
Mr. Mitchell, the new boss system,
top
doing
for
his
Michael
job.
Smith. 09 chasing back. Smith at the edge of the area, and he's still on the ball. Will fall.
You should have heard it.
Stabs it behind.
The dance of the night,
corner to Sheffield Wednesday. Smith showing his strength there.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he didn't have the pace to get away, did he?
No, he didn't.
09 and Hume got back. And it's important, clean sheet.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't want this match to end.
I think Marvin Johnston's going to take the corner from the left at the Roker end for
Thanks
Sheffield
for the
Wednesday,
subscriber.
the
Thank
men
you.
in black. As it's swept in and headed away by Job. Out it comes on this right-hand side for Liam Palmer, who whips it back in again. Job heads it clear again out to Rusin, who's just backing into Palmer and holding him off, and slips the ball inside, but straight to Ingelsson. And back out to Bannon. Bannon back to the Swede at the corner of the penalty area. He curls the ball in, headed away by Sirkin. Out to Clark. Clark on the left here now, needs some support. He's got nobody behind him. He's going to have to do this all on himself.
Oh, darling.
Finally, Sirkin cuts across, but Clark didn't need him. Through the legs of the defender, then Bernard brings him down. As a yellow card for Bernard.
That is what you call a rugby tackle.
Yeah. I don't even have to look up and know the referee's taking the yellow card out for that challenge. So the first booking of the afternoon for Dean Whitestone made on the Sheffield Wednesday centre-half Dishon Bernard in the 82nd minute. Sunderland leading 4-0. Patterson just outside his penalty area. Hume's dropped back and it's tapped to Trey Hume. Back to Patterson. And now across to Elise. Elise out to Sirkin on the touchline over the top of Clark. It'll roll up to Rusin. He's backing into the centre back. And he's won the free kick. Iorfa penalised this time. And it'll be a free kick to Sunderland on the left wing, about 20 yards inside the Sheffield Wednesday half.
Thomas Mitchell, yeah, absolutely.
Well, credit
Where's
to the
Brown
Sheffield
today? I
Wednesday
don't know if he
fans
got
who
a
made the
knock.
early start this morning. They
Need to keep circling.
can't see them, but you can tell because of the fact that you can see them on sort of right across on
Ballard
his
and Brown is injured. I
left-hand
don't know what's
side
up with Brown
underneath
exactly.
because the lip of the West Stand roof.
Day Hard,
hides
hello,
the
says
North Stand, but there must be 1,000 of them.
8.2.
Ball played back. O'Nien has to clear this.
Marine
Happens to
Fish
touch
Cake have been a
throw to
great
Sheffield
game. We never
Wednesday.
listened to the lads.
Fatigue kicking in now.
Yeah, it's a
few
hot
years
day.
ago, and back now. Yeah, absolutely, Marine. It's great. isn't it?
Mundle's coming on. Mundle. And that'll presumably be for Clark. As Palmer hooks a ball up and O'Nien heads it back to Anthony Patterson. So Romain Mundle will get a good 7-8 minutes or more, depending on how much is added on at the end of the game.
David Jackson, hello. Mayenda Sirkin,
Elise
man of the
out
match
to
for
Job
me.
inside
Can't argue with
to
that.
Dan Neal. Neal across to Trey Hume. Lusaba goes to close him down. Hume.
And I
taps
think
it back
Patterson,
to
the
Luke
only work he's
O'Nien.
had to do was pick up that advertising
Forwards to
on the floor.
Ashish. Hume and down the line to Roberts. Try to back heel past Marvin
Absolutely,
Johnson
Mitchell.
for Ashish, but it's knocked out. Throw to. In fact, it didn't go out in the end. Roberts kept it in. O'Nien at the back, and he plays it across to Elise. Elise now forwards to Job. Job looking for the run of. Oh, he's been hauled back by Palmer. It's another card. Because he's away, wouldn't he?
They're like buses, aren't they now?
Well, it's
That's
looking
the
that way.
third one for Sheffield Wednesday.
Palmer goes in the book. 5 minutes of the 90 to play. And so it's Roberts coming off.
Cheers, Hall, for that. Yeah, Pat Roberts coming off. Derek, there's a kind of feel for the Sheffield goalkeeper, probably now that has an eye. Has a
I'm knocking on to get a goal, Roberts. Played well.
Absolutely. He did. Beadle did make a great save right there.
Yes.
Before half time. Mundle has
A
played
couple
well.
of times he weaved in, got the ball on his left foot. Once he nearly got the top corner at the Roker end, and then he nearly curled one in at the north end as well in the second half.
They're playing really dirty SG now.
So Mundle
Really
coming on now. Romain Mundle came on late, of course, at Cardiff as well, didn't he, last weekend? He comes on in the 86th minute with Sunderland leading 4-0. Sirkin plays the ball back
2 league
here
games
to
for Regis
Elise.
Labrie.
Back again to
Impressive.
Anthony Patterson.
And what a difference from that Preston game
Put on the
as
ball
well.
at the moment, drawing Michael Smith towards him, but Elise has played it out too, and now Clark on the left. Clark trying to get away from Valentine, who's hauled him down. Another free kick to Sunderland.
Pavida is still not match fit apparently.
Today, isn't he?
Possibly. Yeah, that's because he's a dangerous player and a marked man, isn't he? Ball with Elise on the left-hand side here, forwards to Job. Job backward dangerously maybe to O'Nien, but he's got it out to Ashish, who's laid it off to Trey Hume. Hume up to the halfway line, leaves it for Mundle. Mundle's played it back to Luke O'Nien, and O'Nien across here to
Our way of
Elise.
football
A
is
reminder the under-21s
completely
are
different,
at home on Monday night to Newcastle United's under-21s at Eppleton. It's a 7 o'clock kick-off for the under-21s. Here's Ingleson down the right to
Jack
Valentine,
kind of
the
lead
corner of the
high-pressing
Sunderland
football.
penalty area. Crossed in by Palmer, hooked in the air and onto the roof or behind the goal by Joe for a corner to Sheffield Wednesday. Nobody. Oh yeah, Bannon's come down eventually to take this corner. He's been booed again.
He didn't want to come down and
No.
get booed again.
The power of Netflix, wasn't it? Because that was all because of the documentary that it became clear that Luke O'Nien and Barry Bannon had that sort of niggle. So here's Bannon on the right with the corner. The
You're
seventh
definitely not
corner
dreaming,
for
hear me?
Sheffield Wednesday this afternoon, but they're trailing 4-0. everybody is pretty much in the
Brown
6-yard box
has a
at
minor
the moment.
thigh strain.
Referee having to
about that.
keep a close eye on what's happening in there. Bannon then will take this corner with his left
Daniel
foot
says
from the
pick
right.
the wrong
And
match to watch.
curled it in
Preston.
towards Patterson, who punches it out. Rusin clips it across now, and it's Clark who gets to it before Bannon.
Peter
Here
Harvey,
wide
the
on
only
the
problem
left.
with Sunderland is how injuries later
Now
on
Clark
in the season.
swings it across to Mundle. Could this open up? But Smith tried to get the
One
ball
thing I don't want is a total
off
breakdown
Mundle.
like the second
It's
half
still
of
with
last season,
Sunderland, and
isn't it?
Mundle's
I
got it
don't
back
think
again
it'll
from Hume
happen.
inside to Job.
Not with this manager.
And Job
This
now
coach.
to
Filthy Trevor.
Hume.
Just
Couple of
going
minutes of
from
the
what has
90.
been said,
Left.
the media
Left
and
for
Pavida this week, so.
Auchiche back to
Derek says
Luke
Beale
O'Neill.
out.
And now to Patterson. And Patterson, as Musaba went to close him down, passes it out to Trey Hume. Hume forwards to Auchiche, tackled. And Ingleson comes away with the ball. Ingleson trying to get the ball across into the middle now to Michael Smith. Elise just nods it down. An attempt by Palmer.
Joel Bellingham's been excellent defensively.
Yeah.
He's been fantastic.
Bernard jogging back after swinging his foot at it. The ball back with Anthony Patterson. Supporters starting to leave now. There's no doubt about the result. It's just, will it stay at 4-0 these remaining few minutes? Patterson draws Smith and then kicks up into the centre circle. Job heads it on, but it's going to drop for Bernard, who's passed it straight to Jack Clark here on the left wing, who plays it inside in the centre circle now to Job. And Job across on the right to Trey Hume. Musaba tries to close him down. O'Nien behind him. Job again. Then to Hume, back to O'Nien. O'Nien across then to
I don't think Patterson needs a shower
on his
today.
left-hand side and forwards
out with a sweat.
Jack Clark. Clark comes back and plays it to Luke O'Nien, and across on the far side.
So next game's got Burnley at home, Portsmouth away, Plymouth away, Middlesbrough at
plays
home,
it inside to
Watford
Auchiche
away,
on
Derby
halfway.
home. So
Michael Smith's all over Job. Job's held him off.
Burnley
come away with the ball and plays it through. Rusin, the goalkeeper, comes out and he manages to smother the ball at the feet of Nazari Rusin. Rolls it out to Bannon through the middle. We're in the last minute of the 90. It's won back by Job, then Bannon cuts across the face of him. It's kept in on the far side and played back to Bernard, and now the goalkeeper closed down by Auchiche. Beadle got the ball away, but nearly embarrassed by Adil Auchiche, who swept in and nearly got a foot to it. Sirkin out on the left, back here to Elise on the halfway line. The fourth official, 6 minutes of added time.
6 minutes.
So we're into those 6 minutes now. Here's Elise back into Luke O'Nien. 4-0 Sunderland lead. Could they cap it off with a fifth? Could they mirror that 5-0 defeat of Southampton last season? But here are Sheffield Wednesday trying to find a consolation. But Ingleson smothered in the middle. Auchiche comes away with the ball. He's got Mundle to his right.
Careful what you wish for, Thomas.
On the far side. And there's Auchiche again. Sunderland not actually breaking sweat to get numbers up. And now Clark on the left-hand side. Job into the penalty area. Clark dribbling at the defender. Rolls it in the middle to Hume. It's left again for Clark. Clark to Sirkin. And Sirkin, little tap down the left to Job. Job back to Jack Clark. Played a minute at the minimum 6.
I know Mr. Mitchell will be the only team that hasn't conceded a goal.
And O'Nien and Elise just tapping it amongst themselves.
He's just put a curse on that full-time score now, 4-4.
I guess this is what you call game management. Patterson to Elise, back to Patterson, edge of his area. O'Nien's to his right. He taps it to Luke O'Nien, and O'Nien now wide to Hume, inside to Auchiche, looking for the run of Rusin down the right wing. It's come inside now to Mundle. Mundle trying to burst into the penalty area. He pushes the defender. Little nudge in the back of Iorfa, who I will give credit to this time in terms of I don't think he fell down too easily then. Mundle did push him in the back.
He's been doing some covering, hasn't he, Iorfa?
Yes, he has. He's been a busy man.
Tackles.
Cheers everybody for watching. 378
he'll know he's
watching.
been in the
Cheers
game
to
this
everybody in
afternoon.
the chat today. Thanks for the new members as well on the channel.
The referee's come back to check he's okay. Undoubtedly a push from Mundle in his back. We've played 2 minutes of the 6. Beadle will take the free kick for Sheffield Wednesday.
Etienne Lamar, crazy extra times yesterday and last week too in the
Very
Championship.
different game to the
Premier
game here
League
at the end of
looks
last
like it's
season,
going
isn't
to
it?
be the norm
Exactly.
this season. Welcome along to the channel,
Sunderland
mate.
have
Etienne.
nothing to play for.
No.
Sheffield Wednesday did.
Simon said
Beadle
just
with
popped
the
out to
kick
pick a beer
down the
and
right.
hoping to see 6 or 7 nil scoreline.
Clark's head.
Hey, just be lucky it's
And
not
it'll
4-4.
bounce out for a throw to Sheffield Wednesday, which Paul Valentin, the Spaniard, will take. Back it goes to Iorfa. Plays it into the middle to Bernard, and Bernard to Lowe. Forwards to Johnson. And he's going to try and get around Hume. He's still going, Marvin Johnson. Still going down the left of the penalty area. Pulls it back to Michael Smith, who's blasted it over the bar.
You're welcome, David.
Their opportunities have been far and few between, and when they do, wasted there by Michael Smith. Sails over into the Roker end. Into the 4th minute of the 6th being added on. Sunderland leading 4-0.
When that just sums up their afternoon. Sheffield Wednesday. That was
You're
a
welcome,
poor
Mitchell.
finish, and it's been a
Let's have it,
poor
Mr. Michael
performance by
Wynne.
Sheffield
Welcome.
Wednesday. But that's credit to Sunderland.
Credit to Sunderland, yeah.
They've made them look poor. You know, we had this conversation in regards of Cardiff. Everyone expecting Cardiff to be there and thereabouts. They've made 1 or 2 new signings.
2 clean sheets, and they've got to be
say
happy with that.
after
Yeah,
last
absolutely.
week's performance, they looked ordinary. But
They
Sunderland
did.
made them look ordinary.
Jeff Wilkie, Thomas better not drop his
Sunderland
pants
want to go
in Russia.
2 games with a clean sheet. They scored 6 goals. 2 clean sheets.
Man
by
of
the
the
looks
match,
of things.
Cabby. You're
If they
welcome,
can just,
Daniel Goldman.
see this through now as Clark is on the break. He's in the middle. He rolls it to Mundle. He's thinking about a shot. He's trying to get away from Bernard, who just put him off a bit.
I'm giving it to
He's
Meander.
looking for a free kick. He's not
Two
going to get it. The
goals.
ball went caught by the keeper in the
Especially
95th.
sealed it for the
minutes
second half.
now.
Within minutes of the
And,
second half.
Sunderland will hopefully see this out with a clean sheet. As it's picked up by Job.
You're
Left
welcome,
for
Daniel Goldman.
Clark
Thanks
in
for the cabby bringing us
centre
the
circle.
season. SGS, some people
looking for
giving
someone
the
to
game
make a
away
run.
there from the future.
Sheesh to his right,
Stafford.
back to
Brilliant
Clark.
as usual,
He
cabby.
was a bit lazy
I
then, he
do
let it
have
roll
Sky
off his
Blue.
foot.
I'll always make
And
sure I have my
Ugbo
phone on
wins it
YouTube.
back.
On your
Now
YouTube
it's
channel
with
each and every game.
Paul Valentin
Love
on
the
this
people
right-hand
on the
side.
comments, and of
Back
course
to
you're
Palmer.
very kind, Damien. Thank you
into
very much. I'll
Ingersoll.
send you a Christmas card.
Ingleson, and back again to Iorfa, across to Bernard, and forwards down the
Keith,
left
only
wing
side with 2 clean sheets.
to Lowe. Now with Bannon
El Bong
looking
has
to
got to
try
be
and get
Roos man of the match.
through the middle. Musaba, and it's out to Valentin. Down here now to Musaba again, blocked by Joe behind for
Great defending,
corner.
great tracking.
Around second in the league.
And I think things like that you don't see
Bounces
him
agreed,
doing.
2
You
goals.
see, okay,
Yeah,
when he's
to
going
me,
forward, people
Cirkin
talk about
was
him on the
spot
ball.
on as well.
But it's the defensive side today which has impressed me.
Meander,
He's been disciplined.
he settled the nerves
He's got a
straight
job.
away second half.
He's done it very, very well.
He's at the right place at the right time. Gets a
So
second
Barry
goal,
Bannon's
and
going to
that's
take the corner on the
sealed
right
the
side.
win for
I keep
me.
on saying Maxlow.
So
Maxlow
I'm
went
giving it
off, didn't
Meander.
he? It's Johnson on that far side. Here's Bannon on the right with the corner kick. It's headed away by Jack Clark. We're in the last minute of the 6th, and a possible break here. Clark trying to get away from Ingleson, and Ingleson's got back with him. And Clark, well, was he fouled? Or he's now Bannon just
Certainly will,
body-checked
Tony,
him,
next 2
belted
home
into
games.
him.
But I tell you what, this has been
Right
a
in
bit of a
front of the
test as
referee.
well. Sheffield
Lots of
Wednesday
frustration
coming here
for
after a
Barry
4-0
Bannon.
thrashing at Plymouth.
Yeah, twice
once,
there.
twice.
In fact, there's no time to take
There
the free
it
kick.
is.
It's finished. 4-0 to Sunderland. A very, very good performance from Regis Lebris's team. Their first home game of the season. They keep the
And I've got to mute the sound because it's coming on, and YouTube will say you can't do that. How to get there, I don't care. All I know that Sunderland's on the way. God, that sounds loud around the stadium. That sounds class-like. Billy Fly, thanks again, Cabby. Massive win and clean sheet. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome, Trevor. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. To get there, I don't care. All I know that Sunderland's on the way. And I think somebody needs to tell Regis Lebris what give us a wave means, to be honest with you. Neil Waitley, listening from sunny British Columbia. Great game. Dreaming of the Premiership games against the two. I know. Thanks, Cabby. Have a great week. You too, Keith. That's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? We're going to join in now to Anth the Macam and stuff. How you doing? Are you happy with a point? That's mad, that, isn't it?
Would you be happy with a point? Tell you what that does me though. 6 goals, 2 games, not conceded. The only team in this league to yet concede a goal. Let's keep that clean sheet mantra up. Bowers will be happy. How you doing, Cabby? How was your stream?
I'm mental, mate. Mental. It was. I just came in, just sat down. I was so pleased for my end. I'm going to give him man of the match because I mean he got the second goal and he literally signed, sealed, and delivered 3 points. He made it such a relaxing second half.
I mean, good point. Cheers, bro. Thanks, mate. We've kind of called out our man of the match as Jacob agrees with you, with me, Ender. I think, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And I'm saying Dennis Serkin for me.
Yeah, that's fair enough. There's a few we can pick.
I think for me, Dennis Serkin with the opening goal, getting us underneath the keeper, providing Lugo 9's goal, supporting Jack Block for the majority of that first half. It just felt perfect from like. It wasn't perfect from every Sunderland player, and it could have been better. Which is mad to say on a 4-0 win, but most of these players put in at least 8 and above performances.
What I was impressed was the fact, like it's that tippy tap sideways and backwards passing seems to have just totally disappeared. It was just high press, constant throughout the game. And how many times have we seen Sunderland only be a first half team, and it's a complete different outfit at the minute, and hope it carries on. It's great to see.
I'm really optimistic now going into that Burnley game. I don't know about you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, why not? Absolutely.
I think I am, but I don't. Maybe a draw. A draw won't be bad though. Still only the second game, but
I mean, yeah, Burnley are top and we're second, mate. I know it's been said a couple of times in our chat. It's the top of the table clash very early on, but I think Burnley and Leeds are going to be our 2 biggest tests this season, and we've come up against them really early. So if we can overcome them, if we beat them, we're top of the league.
Yeah,
I still think we can maybe beat. I think we might beat Leeds at home. I think we might beat Leeds again at home, but away draw, same as last season.
Cabby?
Hello?
Oh, Cabby gone?
No, me. Yeah. Can you hear me?
No. Cabby was saying something as well.
I was just saying, 2 things I think we've got to do as well this season is massively improve our home form and massively improve getting 3 points against the poorer sides in this division, and that's something twice we didn't do the last few seasons. So if we can turn that around, then it can be a very good season indeed.
But I 100% agree. Like, it'd be naive to say we're going to like absolutely piss the league off.
Oh no, you can't say that.
The fans are very, very happy and confident going into it. But
there's a long way to go.
The season's over 46 games. Let's get the game 5 evaluated properly. Get the game 10 evaluated properly. And if we're still kicking on, God, actually, we're at game 30 now, and we're still saying we should take it a bit cautiously. Now that's when you start to enjoy it, and I think as long as we perform, I think we'll perform very similarly to how Ipswich did last season. As long as we can keep this momentum and positivity around us, the better we'll do.
Do you think? Really? Do you think we still need strikers then, Anth? Do you still think we still need a couple of strikers in? So a few people saying, "Oh, do we really want to upset the apple cart?" But we kind of get carried away. It's only 2 games. I mean, we still need that two strikers, don't we?
signed Rushan, Mienda, and Hamir last season, but Hamir's had a development nightmare that out. He smashed last pre-season, but after pre-season game 1, he was chopped and changed.
When Rushan came in, he's been playing 15-minute bits every single game. Even now, he's still playing 15-minute bits. And Mienda seems to have taken the favourite tag from the other two against for Labrie, and he's delivering. So yes, Mienda is delivering, but once he gets injured, the other two are they're gonna be trying to like catch up still. So I don't know. It's having a good competition up front is better than upsetting the apple cart. That's the way I see it. The strikers should be wanting to prove themselves. If they're upset by somebody else coming in who they see as better, why aren't they that good?
I love Mienda's first goal, like the way he just smashed the back of the net with that, like.
I'm not sure what Elijah means there, but watch out when Jeremy Beadle is about shit keeper. Their keeper, mate. What do you rate? What do you rate to that kid?
Well, he made a hell of a save just before half time.
3-0 down.
Yeah.
Ooh. Fair enough. Dale has said he'll still be nervous or anxious at game 45, to be fair. Dean saying we'll be up by Easter. People watch today, and Marcus out gets harder with every game. Yeah, so do you think we had a really good start last season under Mowbray, right? And then we had no adaptability or change of game plans. Do you think that's going to be the same with Labrie, boys?
I hope not, but from what so far, it's so good, isn't it? Like it's kind of different to Mowbray's style, isn't it? Reggie Labrie, it's similar, but I think there's things that he'll do better than Mowbray at. He's definitely better than Beale. I think he's had massive improvement from Beale and Dodds. But of course, Dodds is not a...
Dodds is not a real comparable gaffer, is he? Cabby?
Hello.
Your thoughts?
What was the question again? It just broke up a little bit there. I don't know whether it's the Australia connection. What was the said?
He said, oh, his connection's gone. Yeah, it's the Australia Cabby.
I mean, can you hear us?
Repeat it for me then. Yeah, I can hear you fine. Repeat it for me then, Jacob.
I can't remember. It's just gone through my head.
Oh, for God's sake!
It must have been the Australia connection.
Do you think that this Labrie has more than one tactic that Mowbray only?
I do, absolutely.
Had the one style got sussed out. Do you think if when we get sussed out by an opposition, we can change during the game?
I hope so. I mean, obviously, we've not yet been tested yet, have we, in that? I mean, it would be good to see, but I can't say yes because I've not seen it yet. But what I've seen on the pitch so far by the style and the way we're playing, that we seem to be on fire, and I'm hoping so. But I wouldn't like to say yet until we are tested. But don't forget, Tony Mowbray had some cracking games. Don't forget, we had some games when we were like this. Fingers crossed.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough, mate. I'm thinking more that he will, and like you said, fingers crossed that we have a good test against Burnley. What I see from our current style of play in these first two league games, at least, is a high tempo pass and move, which means we will have the ball a lot less than we did last season.
Jeff, will
but
much
I'm
appreciated,
absolutely
mate.
fine with
Thanks
that.
very much. God bless, mate.
Absolutely. Who will be Preston's new manager?
Beale?
Oh, that stupid joke. Could be Alex Neil.
I reckon it could
Alex
be
Neil.
Rooney. He might be on the market soon.
Nah.
Yeah. To be fair, Plymouth and Preston are in the same shit. I don't know why they would go
I think Preston will pick up though, Preston will pick up, I think. I think they'll be end of season top half at table. Maybe just outside the playoffs.
Yeah. What do you think of these three teams? Burnley, Sunderland, Watford, all on 6 points. They're the only teams to still remain on maximum points so far.
Well, Watford, I mean, beat Stoke, didn't they, yesterday 3-0, but I think... And Watford, did they win their first game at season, or did they lose?
We're all on maximum point.
Yeah. No,
so they won. They won.
Yeah. Watford, yeah. I think Watford will be up there and abouts. Maybe not playoffs, but like similar to Preston, just outside. Burnley, I think that they'll be one of the teams to go at water from relegated sides. I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think our first biggest test, and luckily...
Burnley.
Yes, the opposition, but I think our first biggest test for our current squad, our current first 11, is how we react to conceding a goal and where that goal comes in the game. If we're 2-0 up and we concede a goal, I still want to see us try and kick on, get a third, or play more solidly defensively. I want to see how we react to our first conceded goal, because we will concede. Everybody does. It's just how we react to it. So we've got a high confidence, high morale at the moment, but how do we react?
We just can't get...
It's not something you ever want to see, right?
No, it's
like
kind of get carried away.
It's like asking somebody how they would react to receiving a punch. It's like, I don't want any, thank you. And on that note, I'm gonna finish up my stream here. So thank you, everybody. If you want to watch any of the clips, rewind them. Shout out to Jacob, who's been in the channel and chat all day long, and Cabby, who also did the competition watch along, didn't you, mate?
The competition watch? What was that?
You competed with me on a watch along, but you popped in at half time and full
time.
Oh
yes, sorry.
You did watch along.
Yeah, absolutely. I popped in and said hello, which of course I will do.
So that's me done. Well, I'll see you this time next week, or is it a little bit later?
Hit the subscribe button and click the like button for Ant's channel as well. It'll be obviously many
doesn't
more
cost a penny.
To come. It doesn't cost a penny, does it, Jacob?
No. As Sean Middleton says.
See you later. Well, lads.
Where the lads?
Where the lads? FTM. Fuck the mags. Geordie cunt.
Oh. I didn't click stop yet.
Did I say the C word live?
Yes, you did.
Oh, balls. Uh-oh. We'll get banana, damn. We're going to get bananaed.
Hey, Ant, I think that's dead clever, Ant, for your channel, how you press a button or something and the highlights window comes up on your channel. I think that's quite smart.
Thank you. I've got one that I can permanently keep it on and one that puts it on for exactly 7 seconds.
That's good, that, like. So were you expecting that then?
What, to win?
4-0.
4-0. Not really, to be honest. My pre-match prediction was 1-0. I was expecting a 1-0 win, and that's about it.
Like I said, can't get carried.
Your pre-prediction, because I know you've recorded it, right? So, what was your pre-prediction?
I said.
What was yours, Cabby?
I said 2-0. That's what I went for. I went for 2-0. Like I say, I'm not getting carried away because these guys have haven't just come up. They did survive, but look, we're just going to concentrate on this game, and it's a cracking win. The next match isn't here yet, but I was quite confident just by the way we played against Cardiff, and I did say 2-0.
That's me. Well, for me, I said 3-1, to be honest.
Very similar to the Southampton game, wasn't it? The way we just did the job. I just can't wait until we play our Nana's Knickers strip. That's definitely been tie-dyed, hasn't it? The third one.
Yeah. Or the Weatherspoons plate.
That's the one I'm on about. Do you like it?
Well, Paul said to me, Cabby, it looks better in person. He's seen it in person, he's saying it looks better in person than it does, on images.
Have you seen Sunderland's tweet about Mienda's goal, the second goal?
What?
They've just put
What
him
did they
again.
say?
They've put him again.
I just put in the comments for Instagram full time yabba dabba do. That's just my reaction to the result today.
Well, that's been
Right,
mental, isn't it?
surfing.
Only thing is, I
Fucking
think
class.
I think it's a bloody Saturday. I'm confusing me days now. Fleeing around like a blue ass.
There's a few more games next Saturday. Do you know next Saturday there's a few more 12:30 games, but it's not us. So we're a 3 o'clock kickoff.
Good. I mean, it helps me because I can watch that. So you can see my Be In Support. There's Be In Sport page, right?
Mm.
You can still see the page. So can you still see the page on the Discord?
Yeah.
You can see purple. You can see purple now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they do on here is they've got Carabao Cup, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, and then Sky Bet EFL and Scottish. So I can
And
literally
Premier League as well.
No Premier League. So it's got Man U TV, LFC, Arsenal, and Chelsea. So if they're playing, I can see those. But if I click on the EFL, I can literally watch any of these games at any time.
Yeah, well, that's Bolton are playing today. Of course,
If I do teams in Sunderland, it only shows the next 7 days. But I could watch the Preston game. I can watch the Sheffield Wednesday game. Burnley game's on. It'll show me every single one, so I can see all the competitions that it does. And you've got the French Cup, Bundesliga 2. Basically Sky Sports, but all online. Fucking really good.
Yeah, the Sky Sports Plus as well. It's like there's just it's mad how they've done it. You just click the red button and it's just my head's spinning with how many games that's actually to watch.
And I can watch this now as well. The Nürburgring race.
Oh, I love that. Is it the full
They
course?
do motorbike racing as well.
Is it the full course, Adam? The full lap? The massive course?
It's full race. It's a full race. Yeah, the Nürburgring. It's not. No. So the full course is the full Nürburgring is 170 mile, mate. So it's a good section of it. It's a 12-mile lap.
170 miles. Is that what it is?
It's more than that. Let me just Google it.
Because I know there's a massive long straight on the Nürburgring. It's massive. Ian Waller, hello mate. How are you doing? Appreciate what you do. Thanks a lot, fella. No bother. Well, I'm going to end the stream anyway.
I didn't realise you were still live, mate. What are you doing?
Yeah, I've just not.
So are you talking about racing cars now?
So it is. The lap itself is the present one.
So cheers, guys.
There's one in London, I think.
From me, Anthem, and Jacob. We will catch you live.